Hello, everyone. Welcome back for another picky card. And today we're going to ask Spirit, what challenges or obstacles will you overcome? We have 3 crystals, and all of them are Howlite, which is the crystal of the week. Anyway, here are the 3 groups. Group number 1, Howlite ring. Group number 2, Howlite crystal bracelet. And finally, for group number 3, this raw Howlite crystal. So choose which of these 3 options you're actually drawn to. Again, from left to right. Group 1, group number 2, group number 3. Hello, group number 1, you chose this Howlite ring. Let's find out, what challenges will you overcome? Spirit guides, archangels, and angels, please provide some guided messages for the collective who chose group number 1. You have here 9 of Pentacles. You have the World. The Tower. The Hierophant. Eight of Swords. Seven of Wands. At the bottom of the deck, you got here 8 of Pentacles. Alright, I'm actually seeing here a lot of Earth energies, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, especially Taurus. And then I'm also seeing here strong Scorpio energy, if it's actually water. For some of you, it can also be air signs, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Alright, so what challenges or obstacles will you overcome, group number 1? I'm getting different scenarios here. For some of you, it's actually related to love and romance. Let me start off with that. I'm actually getting that something happened in your connection, okay, with this Tower appearing. Tower talks about disruption, some sudden changes. It was something so swift. It was something unexpected for others of you. That's actually what I'm getting. I feel that for some of you, this was either caused by, I don't know why I'm hearing secrets. That's really what I'm getting. Like a secret came out. That's really what I'm getting. And I feel that somebody felt as if they're blocked off. That's actually what I'm getting. And I'm also hearing something about loyalty. Okay? Now, if you're dealing with a person who's already married to someone else, because you got the marriage card over here, either their spouse actually found out about it, because I'm hearing fidelity or loyalty. Okay? So that's what I'm hearing. For others of you, a secret came out, okay? So either their spouse found out about it, okay, or there was just something that you probably found out, or this person found out, okay? And somebody's kind of like feeling as if they're blocked, or you block this person out, or they block you. I don't know, I'm getting that. For others of you, I'm picking up, it's actually related to work. Either you lost your job, or there were some changes in your job. I'm also hearing somebody actually saying that they heard some news about being laid off or something. I don't know why I'm getting that right now. Maybe because of the global situation as well, with the pandemic still going on. Crazy times, I know that. So yeah, I'm actually picking up that maybe some companies are either cutting off some employees or cutting down some expenses or operational expenses. That's actually what I'm getting. For others of you, a loss of huge amount of money, or the business is actually not progressing. That's also part of the challenge. And then for others of you, I'm actually picking up travel restrictions, okay, which is actually still is the case for some countries, not for all countries, but there are still some countries where there are travel restrictions, okay, or I'm hearing there is actually some sort of like an issue around overseas work, and you're not actually seeing any, progress there. You're hoping for something about this overseas job, but because maybe of the pandemic and all that, you felt stuck, okay? But generally, I'm just seeing here that there is that stuck energy, and there was also an ending. Okay, so either ending of a relationship or you actually had a painful ending with regards to your career or whatsoever, okay, and you felt stuck in your situation. I'm also hearing right now, like, there's lack of communication. If this is actually between you and this person, not necessarily this person is in a committed partnership, but I'm actually hearing there's lack of communication, like somebody's afraid to be the first one to initiate conversation, and Spirit is actually saying this is rooted from your fear, if this is you, or this person's own, fear. But I'm also getting here, somebody also has fear around commitment. Okay, that's also what I'm getting. So whether this is the viewer or the person, and that's the challenge there. Wow, different energies here. So take it as it resonates, okay? Let's see. The number 8 kept on popping up for you. 8 is also infinity, right? So for some of you, it's about abundance. For some of you, it's actually talking about soul partnerships. You got your poised. You got your emotional withdrawal. And again, the number 8. This is the 3rd time you got that number, so you might be seeing 888. You can actually look that up, by the way. And then you got here, teach, okay? So yeah, what I'm actually seeing here in your cards, group number 1, is that somebody walked away, okay? If this is all about love and relationships, I'm actually picking up either somebody withdrew from the connection, because there was definitely something that happened, okay? You got the Tower. And I'm actually getting here for some of you, again, you got the Hierophant. So Taurus energy, or either this person's already committed to someone else, or somebody's kind of like very much not wanting to be in a relationship, or kind of like afraid of relationship. This can also be the viewer, okay? Because that's what I'm hearing from Spirit. Some of you watching, you guys are actually afraid to commit, or you have fear of commitment, maybe because of past issues or past experiences. And I'm also hearing, if you're resonating with that, they're also saying you're feeling stuck because you're the one who's actually making everything stuck, or you think you're stuck, but it's only your fear and lack of confidence that's limiting you. Okay, I don't know who am I channeling, but Spirit wanted me to deliver that to someone. And I'm picking up, it's actually a guy, okay? But anyway, moving on, I'm actually just picking up that for others of you, either this person got caught by their spouse if they're married, okay? Or the challenge here, or the obstacle, like what I said, somebody's kind of like not emotionally available as well. They're afraid of commitments, okay? And somebody doesn't have enough confidence as well. That's also what I'm getting. Wow. Let's see here. Let's try to pull it more. You got here, release, healing chaos. Details. And you got your decrease. Okay. So I'm actually seeing here in your cards, okay, got the release. For some of you, there was something that happened probably autumn season, okay? October, November, or maybe this person's birth month. It's actually October or November is what I'm hearing. But this release card, it can actually also talk about that. That's part of the challenge. You don't know as well whether you should release this person. Should you let go of this person? That's actually what I'm hearing for some of you. Or somebody just really walked away from the connection, and that's the challenge there. And I feel that, yeah, there are a lot of storms. For others of you, I'm hearing that this fallout was caused by other people, because I just noticed that there's a lot of butterflies too. And you have a tornado over here. So not for all of you, but I'm actually getting that the fallout was actually caused by the third party's not necessarily they're married, but there's someone around them, or maybe someone around you. Okay, you can switch roles. But I'm actually getting that there's another person for others of you, not necessarily their spouse, okay? But that's actually what I'm getting. And I'm also picking up that because of this separation, you guys are really being asked by the universe or by spirit to heal from it, okay? I'm also hearing right now, some of you are actually overthinking, okay? So spirit actually wanted you to kind of like balance your energies or your emotions. Some of you are thinking about the worst things. That's what I'm hearing, because when we overanalyze something, you know, or we overthink, it's not necessarily that it's true, okay? But it's mostly a product of our own fear. Okay, that's actually what I'm getting. So spirit actually wanted you to kind of like ground your energies, release that energy of overthinking too. They also wanted you to release the outcome, okay? Because the more that you're kind of like holding on to what's going to happen, that's actually just going to make you feel more anxious and upset if it's not happening the way you wanted it to be, or it's not yet there. But yeah, for a lot of you, the challenge I'm seeing here, either in love and relationships, or there was a fallout of a connection. And then for others of you, it's related to work. Okay, either you just lost a job, or you're about to lose a job. You've heard a news around that. I'm hearing layoffs earlier, okay? Because, yeah, it got decreased. Like, they're kind of like cutting off some employees. And that's part of your challenge. But remember that these challenges are something that you will soon overcome, and that you're definitely going to be able to handle this, okay? So Spirit just wanted you to stay balanced, stay focused on your goals, put your focus on the solution, put your focus on what is within your control, okay? And I'm also hearing that message earlier, and this is for the guy watching. Spirit is actually saying you're actually making things more complicated because you're overthinking, or that you're actually afraid. Somebody's kind of like afraid to either initiate conversation. Somebody's afraid that maybe if I start the conversation, this person's going to block me. I don't know why I'm hearing that right now. And Spirit is actually saying you're making things more complicated because you're overthinking, or you're thinking about the worst thing that could happen, when it's actually the opposite is what I'm hearing from Spirit. I don't know who am I channeling, but whoever you are, that's the message for you, okay? And it's for a guy, actually. And Spirit is actually saying the reason why you're actually kind of like also afraid, because you're actually allowing your past, okay, to kind of like hold you back from doing something. Either you're also afraid of commitments, or you're afraid to be rejected. That's also what I'm hearing. And then I'm also hearing right now, for some of you, pride or ego, okay, that's holding you back. And you've got to heal from that. You've got to release that. Okay, I don't know who am I channeling, but it's actually a guy. I'm just gonna deliver the message. But yeah, so those are the scenarios I'm seeing. For some of you, it's related to work. For some of you, it's related to love and romance. For some of you, it's actually a third party. Somebody got caught, or the fallout was caused by deception, because I heard that. Lies and deception, okay? All right, let's try to pull up more. Yeah, look at that. He got trust. Oh my gosh. And then he got here self-esteem. So yeah, even the trust card is in reverse, okay? So I'm actually, picking up there was something about deception, about lies, okay? Maybe somebody actually lied about something. Maybe somebody was very deceptive. Either the deception also had something to do with somebody is not speaking their truth, or they're not actually opening up their true feelings. It's a general reading, okay? But I'm just actually also hearing right now, for some of you, the challenge here is that somebody does not have any trust around relationships anymore. And oh my gosh, I'm hearing a song right now. And okay, hold on. Try to look up the song. I believe it's Paramore. And I'm getting the tingles right now. Oh my God. On my crown chakra. Yeah, it's Paramore. Wow, that was freaking strong. The energy is so strong. Hold on. Yeah, it's Paramore. The only exception. Try to listen to that song, especially look at the lyrics. Okay? Some of you needed to look that up. I just heard that right now. And as far as I'm concerned, or as far as I'm aware about that song, it's actually talking about like somebody doesn't trust love anymore. Somebody doesn't have faith in love anymore because of them seeing their parents divorce. Okay, something like that. I believe that's what the song is all about, and that's why the only exception is you. But I'm actually getting like, maybe that's the reason as well why this person's behaving that way. Okay? I'm hearing self-denial. Now, this is not the person. This can be you. Okay? You can switch roles because this is also your challenge that you needed to overcome. Okay? But I feel that you will definitely overcome that. Okay? Since this reading is all about what challenges will you overcome. So yeah, there's something about trust issues as well. Or it's also related to somebody is actually lying about something and it caused a fallout, okay? All right, it says here, I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. So somebody needed to listen to their intuition rather than their logic all the time. And then it got to your self-esteem. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. For some of you, you need to work on your self-esteem, which is kind of like weird. Why? Because you got this card earlier. And poise is all about confidence. So somebody also needed to work on their self-confidence again. Okay? And that's part of your challenge. Maybe because of what's going on, you are kind of like, losing your confidence. You're feeling demotivated as well. So yeah, that needs to be worked on as well with the self-esteem and trust. All right. Let's see what else. Yes, you got your door to personal healing and happiness. So I'm really seeing a lot of healing for you guys, okay? I'm also seeing peace. And based on that card, there's also rainbows. So I'm actually picking up for a lot of you, if you thought that this connection is all over, that's what I'm hearing right now from Spirit. It's not for some of you, okay? Because I'm actually hearing that maybe you guys are just going through some rocky, things, or you guys are in a storm. That's actually what I'm hearing. And the rainbow always appear every after storm. And I'm also seeing here harmony and peaceful resolution. So if you also had a conflict with this person, some arguments, I'm actually hearing that peace and harmony will soon be restored. There's definitely going to be healing in the connection too. And this will bring you both happiness, okay? All right, let's see. Let's try to pull it more. Again, a rainbow. You saw me shuffle as always. I was just talking about the rainbow always appear every after storm. So you guys are just in a very stormy event of your life, okay? But do not lose hope is what I'm hearing from Spirit. Have faith, okay? Trust. It will soon be over. Rainbow is actually also miracles for me, okay? This is also a symbol of hope. even with a dove, okay? So you might be seeing those signs as well. Either you've been seeing rainbows, okay? Because you keep on getting that. I was drawn to that, and then all of a sudden you saw me shuffle, the rainbow card appeared, and you got your blessings. Now, whatever your situation is, whether this is a challenge around relationships, the fallout of a relationship or whatsoever, for some of you it's really about your career or finances. Blessings are coming in, okay? This storm will soon be over. All will clear. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing peace will soon be restored, okay? What else, Spirit? All right. Night wind, facing fear, subconscious release, healing again. Oh my God. A lot of healing cards for group number 1. This is the 3rd time you got the word healing. I'm hearing right now some of you are even healers. Okay? Because earlier you got the high priestess. Some of you are psychic healers watching. Okay? And some of you are probably also losing confidence in your abilities. That's also what I'm hearing for some of you. That's weird. But anyway, do not lose hope, okay? Have faith. That's what Spirit is saying. But there's definitely going to be healing in the connection. You're facing dark times, okay? You might actually be putting more focus on the negative side of things. Try to vibrate higher is what I'm hearing right now from Spirit. All will soon be well for you guys, okay? But you've got to help yourself. You've got to vibrate higher. Do not allow yourself to be wrapped up in the drama of life, okay? Or to be wrapped up in this negativity. Because all the more that you allow yourself to be wrapped up with those negative stuffs, it's not going to produce any, positive results anyway, okay? So be mindful of your thoughts as well. And again, you got here facing fear. I don't know who am I channeling, but I just heard that earlier from Spirit. Like, I even said, there's a guy watching, group number 1, and you have a lot of fear. You're trying to complicate things. I'm hearing you wanted to communicate to this person, or you're waiting for this person to communicate to you, but I feel that you needed to be the one to initiate action towards this person. Okay, this is something very specific message that I'm channeling right now. I don't know who this is for, but the Spirit is saying it's only your fear that's limiting you, okay? And you're just actually kind of like paying attention to the details way too much. You're overanalyzing everything. Instead of talking to the person, asking the person directly. And the reason why I don't want to approach this person because you're afraid. Either you're actually coming up with this idea that this person's going to block you off, or this person's actually not going to talk to you. I don't know who is that person, but that's your message, okay? Whoever you are. Spirit is saying, face your fear. Okay, but for a lot of you, okay, there's something about fear. Maybe fear of the unknown, fear that maybe we are not going to be together anymore, or fear of maybe I won't find a job after I lost my job. Some uncertainties is what I'm hearing. Always remember, guys, fear is what's limiting us. All right? Everything is limitless only if you release fear. Fear is also false evidence appearing real. Okay? So somebody needed to hear that. So I'm actually, getting a lot of healing as well for you guys. And healing of the connection, there's hope. For a lot of you, there's definitely hope here. But you just got to stay positive. And do not put your entire focus more of what you do not have. Because I'm hearing right now from Spirit that you're kind of like more putting your focus on the lack of something. And it's not actually helping. It's adding more frustration. It's adding more, feelings of being upset about it, okay? Let's see what else. Shopping, okay. See, you got take time to breathe out. You guys needed to take a breather, all right? Take a breather. You need to ground your energies, group number 1, because that's actually what I'm picking up. A lot of you are probably overthinking, a lot of anxiety. Most of you are actually putting your focus on the fear. And remember, the more that you put your focus on the things that you do not want, it's going to create your reality. Our thoughts are actually so, strong. Thoughts are living energies. Our thoughts becomes our reality. Remember that. So even with a shopping cart, it says here, pay attention to what energizes you. Okay, so try to put your focus on the things that will uplift you, okay, instead of putting your focus on the worst thing that could happen, because that's actually what I'm hearing. You're being asked by your guides or by spirit to take the time to breathe out, release any stress and anxiety, okay, detox. That's what I'm hearing. See, thoughts. I was just talking about that. My gosh, group number 1. There's something about your thoughts, okay? A lot of overthinking. That's why I got the details. And I just heard from spirit, really. That's the message. Like, you're overanalyzing. Like, this is a confirmation, honestly, a validation from the spirit that whatever negative thoughts you had about that person or about the situation, I tell you, because I heard it, they're saying it's quite the opposite. So for instance, this is just an example. You're thinking that this person is so freaking mad at you. Let's just say that's actually what you're thinking, because you really do not know. You're not really 100% sure, but you're just kind of like thinking that maybe this person is mad at me, or maybe, I don't know who that person is that I'm channeling. Maybe if I actually initiate conversation, this person is going to block me off. But Spirit is actually saying that's not the case. It's totally the opposite. You're just kind of like overcomplicating the situation. Don't shoot the messenger. I need to deliver that message, okay? Somebody's overcomplicating the situation way too much when it can be actually simple. Try to learn how to simplify things, okay? And try to organize your thoughts as well, is what I'm hearing right now from Spirit. Take the time to breathe out. Your thoughts, I just said that earlier, your thoughts will create your reality. So pay attention to your thoughts. Pay attention to what you're ingesting. Are they positive or negative? Okay? And Spirit is giving you that message because you needed to hear it, so that this would help you to overcome the current challenge or the challenges that you're facing. Okay? Everything starts and begins with you. Always remember that. Okay, let's actually pull up more. You have your elephant. You have your owl. Vacation. You got your torch. Mule. And you got your ring. Okay, group number 1. I'm actually picking up that for some of you, this is related to travel. Okay, there's really something about travel for others of you. Either the travel is a natural travel, you are feeling very much restricted, maybe because of the global, crisis or the pandemic, okay, which is restricting you. For others of you, like what I said, we've already talked about that. It's only your fear that's limiting you, and your self-confidence or your self-esteem that you needed to work on, especially we're talking about you wanted to pursue something so much, but you're kind of like holding back, you're afraid, and that's because of your own fear. For others of you, maybe you like this person so much, but it's like you're afraid to step out of your comfort zone, and it's only your fear, again, that's limiting you, and self-esteem issues or self-confidence that you tend to kind of like think about the worst things. That's what I'm hearing from Spirit. They're also saying here that whatever your situation is, this is actually teaching you a lot of lessons, okay? For some of you, again, don't shoot the messenger. Some of you are kind of like stubborn. You're actually not wanting to see things from a different perspective. You're unwilling to change. I won't be surprised if some of you are actually fixed signs. Either you're a Leo, either you're a Scorpio, you are Aquarius, or you're also Taurus. Okay, because somebody is actually behaving that way, like not wanting to see things from a higher point of view, or somebody's kind of like not willing to change. And Spirit is actually saying this is for your own growth. This is for your own spiritual development. Whatever it is that's going on, okay, in your life, there is a reason. This is teaching you something, and you need to pay attention to what every event, every individual, or situation is teaching you. There's always something that you would pick up from it. And you've got to pay attention, because at the end of the day, this is going to help you to become wiser. Okay? Even the owl is a wise person. And this is actually also, you know, kind of like giving you this form of enlightenment, okay? Or a better understanding of a situation. For others of you, you're really being asked to take a breather, okay? To actually ground your energies and to take a step back to just really relax, okay? Because I'm hearing some of you are all over the place already. But here's the good news, okay? For some of you, I'm seeing here that there's actually going to be a new business. So for others of you, either you're kind of like also iffy about the idea, should I leave my job? Or should I actually pursue my business? Or am I not going to be successful rather with this business? I don't know why I'm hearing someone saying that. Spirit is actually saying it's only your fear that's limiting you, okay? Because I'm seeing that there's going to be growth or success in this business that you're trying to work on for some of you. For others of you, either there's going to be commitment, okay? Either somebody's going to be ready to commit, or this connection can even turn into marriage, because you got the ring, okay? A marriage will take place. So I'm seeing healing of the connection. If this is a lover, okay, and you're currently separated from this person, for a lot of you, there is a really huge potential that the both of you would still be able to patch things up, because you have a lot of healing cards. Peace and harmony will be restored. And if you guys are not yet in a relationship, I'm hearing right now from Spirit that this can even turn into a long-term partnership or even a marriage. Okay, so let's actually pull up the Chinese fortune cards. Hold on, let me just pause the video. I forgot the guidebook. We need the guidebook. Sorry about that. I actually grabbed the guidebook of this Chinese fortune reading card. So yeah, again, let's ask, what obstacles or challenge will group 1 overcome? And then we'll just pull up some advice or some random messages for you guys. Oh my God. You got your marriage. We were just actually talking about marriage earlier, that this can even turn into a long-term partnership or marriage. For some of you, either this person is actually married, that's why I got the marriage card, or you guys are actually having some issues with your marital partnership. Take it as it resonates, okay? Again, for some of you, either this person is actually already married or committed to someone else, and that's your challenge or obstacle. For others of you, you are already in a relationship, you're already committed to this person, or you guys are a married couple, and your marriage is on the rocks. Okay? For others of you, this can turn into a long-term partnership. But yeah, let's try to pull up the guidebook, and let's go to page 20. For some additional information here. So it says here, marriage or commitment potential extremely high. What did I tell you? Gosh, I just love how everything is matching, because I said it can even turn into a long-term commitment, okay? So don't lose hope, especially if this is somebody that you guys are not yet in a relationship, but you love this person so much. Remember, this is a divine partner, okay? But I'm actually just getting here that there are some, some stormy events happening in this situation between you both. And somebody really needed to heal as well from their past is what I'm hearing. But anyway, it also says here, this can also be related to business commitment. So again, there's something about business too for some of you. Anyway, it says here, this card is the best in the pack if you're asking about marriage or if you're wanting to start a business, okay? Look your best at every given opportunity as sparks of potential are flying all around you now. Enjoy this wonderful, fruitful time. You've just come through a very restless period in your life and you were not sure which directions to take. Now you're on steadier footing and this card represents a more settled period ahead. Although the marriage symbol also throws the emphasis on close personal relationships, you are likely to be in demand in business or on the career front as well as socially. That's why I'm hearing someone saying, should I really leave my job and just start my own business? But somebody's not feeling very much confident enough about that, okay? Anyway, let's see here. If it's all about, love and relationships, okay, it says here, time is ripe for romance. If you're actually single, you could find love when least expected. Be out and about as much as you can. It's an auspicious time for joining modern dating sites. And then another message here, marriage potential is extremely high. An awesome period for lovers to take the next step. What did I say? That you guys can actually elevate this to the next level. It can even turn into a long-term partnership or even a marriage. And guess what? For others of you, it says here, or you may rekindle an old flame. So if that's your challenge, you're losing hope, that maybe there's no hope in this connection. For a lot of you, I'm seeing that there is rekindling, a renewal of the connection, okay? So if your marriage is also on the rocks, do not lose hope. You guys just needed to heal, okay? And to learn from this situation and do not give up, okay? Have faith in this connection. Maybe it's just, part of your journey and you guys are really just going to learn from this, okay? It's going to allow you to become wiser at the end of the day. That's actually what I'm hearing from Spirit. Anyway, let's pull up some random message for you. And I need to pause the video again. I need to get my oracle stones. I noticed there's a lot of distraction for group number 1. Okay, anyway. Yeah, let's see here. Any message for group number 1, Spirit? Any message or advice, please? You got your 8 of Michael. So again, that's actually talking about feeling stuck. So a lot of you are feeling stuck in your situation. And this is also talking about feeling trapped in fear. So the word fear kept on popping up for group number 1. Most of, your issue, it's related to fear. And that's your challenge. Again, fear is equals to false evidence appearing real. Okay? And it's only your fear that's limiting you. Because the 8 of Swords in the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, it shows a person who's gagged and is feeling trapped because that person was gagged, blindfolded, and there's a lot of, swords around that person. But the truth is, it's actually just an illusion. Fear is also an illusion. Always remember that, okay? And Spirit is saying you can be free. Make a courageous choice to change your situation. They're saying you're not seeing things clearly. You're probably even looking at the, negative side of things when it's actually not really the case. Okay? So that's something that Spirit wanted to let you know. You have the choice, the decision to change your situation. If you do not want the current situation, what are you doing about it? That's what Spirit is saying. Let's just say you're actually, still putting your focus on the loss of something, okay? You're actually putting your focus on the lack of something. Spirit is actually saying, are you spending your time dwelling on the problem? But are you also trying to look for some ways to solve the problem? Okay? Because you're not stuck. That's what Spirit is saying. You can be free. It's only your fear, your overthinking, that's complicating things even further. That's really what I'm hearing. Free yourself, okay? Free yourself from this man-made prison. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, let's try to pull up more. Any other advice or message for group number 1? Messenger of emotion. It says here, this is the beginning of a new emotional experience that could grow into something deeper. Oh my God. And yeah, there's also message. So maybe this person is going to send you a message, or you may be able to overcome your fear, because there's something about communication. Either the both of you are not communicating. And then I heard earlier, like a guy is actually afraid to communicate or to initiate communication because that person might actually block him off. I don't know who that is. But yeah, if you're resonating with that and you're a guy, come on. That's your validation from Spirit. Do not limit yourself. And it's only your fear that's holding you back. That's what Spirit is saying. But anyway, this connection is definitely, has the potential to grow into something deeper. It says here, you may receive a message expressing feelings that you didn't even know were developing. Oh my God. A social invitation could soon be on its way to you. There's a person involved who's very gentle and loving with only the kindest of intentions. It could be you, especially if you're artistic, shy, and sensitive. So maybe you're actually very shy, especially that guy I'm channeling. Maybe you're just shy and all that. You have to work on your fear, work on your self-esteem, because you got the self-esteem card. That's your challenge. But don't worry, you'll be able to overcome that. But you've got to help yourself. That's what Spirit is saying. Help us to help you. That's what I'm hearing right now. Okay? Change always starts from within. Okay? Even though you talk to 1,000 people for advice, the only person who can help yourself is you. Always remember that. So they're saying, try to, again, release fear. And I'm seeing here that good things are coming for you. I'm even actually seeing here in your cards that somebody might actually send you a message, okay? If you're actually the guy, because that's what I'm hearing from Spirit, do the first move. Initiate this conversation, okay? Maybe this person's just waiting for you. And if you're thinking that maybe this person's not going to respond to you, you're wrong. That's what Spirit is actually saying. You're just actually overcomplicating everything because of your own fear, okay? I don't know who am I channeling. But yeah, but somebody is actually, going to express their feelings sometime soon, and this connection is about to grow into something deeper. That's why I'm hearing earlier, and I'm seeing your cards even with the ring card, that this can even turn into something, a long-term type of partnership or even marriage. Okay, let's pull up another message for you guys. Random advice and message from Spirit. Any other message or advice for group number 1? That was fast. Believe. Okay, it says here, the force that works through your soul, determining what's possible or impossible, the difference between success over failure, and above all, who you are, is the power of your belief. Right. Believe in your own power. Believe in yourself. It's, again, going to start within you, right? Who else is going to believe in you, right? You've got to believe in yourself first, right? So, yeah. See yourself as a success, okay? So this is actually also about, like, you're losing confidence about yourself, about your job, or whatever, you're feeling demotivated, okay? Try to work on your self-esteem, okay? Try to release all of those negative thoughts about yourself. You've got to start believing and trusting in yourself, okay? You've got to help yourself as well. All right, let me just pull up one last message. And then I need to pause because I just needed to pull up some oracle stones for you guys as a bonus. Any other message for group number 1? Or maybe that's a sign for you. Take a breather, right? So let's see here. Oops. Nope. That's actually a bonus card. Sorry about that. Okay. You got peace. What did I tell you earlier? Peace and harmony will soon be restored in this connection. Or you will have that inner peace. Because I actually heard that like you guys are going to be able to achieve peace soon. Peace of mind. Or peace will be actually restored again in your life. Okay? So it says here, calm your thoughts and move your awareness to a peaceful space inside your heart. Feel the ebb and flow of love, the eternal movement of the stars. Your life is forever unfolding to greater spheres of love. Relax and do not worry about anything, for all is well. You will soon enter a time of well-earned peace and tranquility. Which is weird. I pulled this up as a card of the day. Yeah. Tried to look up my community page. I believe I got this. I posted this. So yeah, which is weird. That actually happened first before this, pick a card reading. But yeah, it says here, you will soon enter a time of well-earned peace and tranquility. So relax, group number 1. There's a lot of anxiety for you guys, okay? Calm your thoughts. Again, your thoughts. Your thoughts. Calm your thoughts. You got that earlier. You've been overthinking. Take the time to breathe out. Maybe you're just overcomplicating everything because of your thoughts. You may have strong air in your chart, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, or it's just the energy. So let me pause. I just need to pull up or grab, rather, my Oracle stones as a bonus for you guys. Okay, hold on. Okie dokie, I'm back. So let me actually grab the Oracle stone for you guys as an additional message from Spirit. Okay. Let's see here. Here are your Oracle stones. Group number 1, compassion. Be compassionate with yourself and with others as well. Okay? Organize. I just said that earlier. Organize your thoughts. Group number 1. Okay? Surrender control. Surrender fear. Trust your gut or your intuition. Especially got the High Priestess and the Moon. You guys are even psychics. That's what I'm hearing. Believe in yourself. Believe in your abilities. Trust your intuition. And then you got your release. Okay? So release control. Release fear. Okay? Surrender to the divine. Okay? Release all of these negative thoughts, because that's actually creating blockage for you. But again, like what I said, all will soon clear. Everything will be well. Okay, so try to take a breather now, right? Group number 1. So whatever challenges or obstacles you're currently faced with, that will soon pass, okay? Whether that's around relationships, because we've seen that earlier. Some conflicts around partnerships, whether it's your husband, because I'm also seeing that for some of you, or a friend of yours maybe. Whatever, okay? For some of you, it's related to your job. It's related to travel restrictions, All will soon be well. But just make sure that you vibrate higher, okay? Do not allow these negative thoughts or negativity to get or kind of like rob you rather, from achieving this peace. Okay, group number 1, that's it. I'll see you again on the next Pick card. Bye-bye, guys. Hello, group number 2. You chose Howlite Crystal Bracelet. Let's find out what challenges or obstacles will you soon overcome. All right, let's see here. Spirit guides, archangels, and angels. Please provide some guided messages for the collective who chose group number 2. All right, you got your 10 of Wands. That's talking about, feeling exhausted. There's a lot of burdens, baggages. You're tired, group number 2. Something is weighing heavily in your back. You got your Ten of Cups. You have the Hermit. Nine of Pentacles. Ooh. You got here the Magician. And you got here the Moon. At the bottom of the deck, you got here Page of Pentacles. Okay. So I'm actually seeing here a lot of water energy. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Especially Cancer and Pisces. I'm also picking up Pisces, okay? And then a lot of Earth as well. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Especially Virgo. And I'm also seeing here Aries, if it's actually fire. Alright, so what challenges or obstacles will you soon overcome? Group number 2. I'm getting different, again, energies here. For others of you, I'm actually hearing studies, okay? So maybe you have some issues around either you're fearful, you're afraid that you won't be able to graduate or something like that. I don't know why I'm hearing deadlines or something like that. But yeah, for some of you, that's your challenge. That's actually your obstacle. For others of you, I'm actually picking up that your challenge or obstacle has something to do with your work. Either you're tired, you're exhausted, you feel demotivated. Some of you are not sure whether should you start your own business, because Nine of Pentacles is also a person's financially independent as well. Or you probably are very much, challenged with your finances, okay? Or your own business. That's what I'm getting. For others of you, I'm actually hearing a family member, okay? That's what I'm getting. I don't know why I'm picking up that some of you are currently, facing some issues with a family member. This family member, not for all of you, but I'm just hearing it right now, is kind of like very controlling, very manipulative. It's giving me that narc vibe, honestly. This person is very secretive or deceptive. I'm also getting some of you decided to withdraw, okay? Or you're just feeling very much lonely with how things are going in your life. And you're actually kind of like more of thinking about the uncertainties of the future. But I'm actually hearing from Spirit, okay, that you need to help yourself not to get absorbed by all of these negativities as well. Just like group number 1, there's a lot of fear, okay? Some of you, it's your fear as well that's limiting you. Spirit is actually saying you are the magician. The magician is actually the jack of all trades. He was able to master everything. The pentacles, the cups, the wands, the swords, okay? You guys have the skill. You guys have the experience, okay? But it's only your fear that's also limiting you. And remember, you guys are powerful manifestors as well. So be mindful of your thoughts too. I'm not hearing anything else. Let's see what else. Oh, wow. You got here chaos and conflict. You got change in the wind. You have sacral chakra. You have your base chakra. Okay. So, what am I seeing here in these set of cards for you, group number 2? I'm actually getting, You're going through a lot of conflict, okay, recently, whether this conflict had something to do with what I've mentioned earlier. For some of you, it's about your future, uncertainties, about your future. Money is very strong for group number 2. That's what I'm hearing. Your business as well is suffering for others of you. I'm also getting it's also about relationships for others of you. There were some changes where you probably lost someone. I'm also hearing direction for others of you. You don't know where to go from here. That's also what I'm getting. Some of you are losing passion in what you're doing. You're feeling demotivated. You're losing confidence. For others of you, you're actually kind of like unsure because some of you probably have blocked base chakra. When your base chakra is actually blocked, it's like you're clueless. You're really confused about what to do, okay? Base chakra or root chakra, it's also related to security, okay? So either this is financial security for some of you, and when your base chakra is actually blocked, that's where fear is actually stepping in, okay? Because that's the opposite. So a lot of fear again for group number 2, just like group number 1. Let me just clarify something just to make sure. Yeah, for some of you, it's about relationships or commitments. That's actually the conflict for some of you. Or maybe an authority figure for others of you. Or maybe this person is also married. Or this person already has a family. For others of you, there's actually some sort of like an issue with a family, really. Because that's what I heard earlier. Whether this is actually a mother, a brother or a sister, a cousin, okay, who caused some conflict or something, or this person is very deceptive because every time I get this card, it shows a horse. It shows a horse, but it's actually a zebra. So you're feeling stuck in your situation, okay? Yeah, there's a lot of fear. I just said that with the base chakra. So everything is matching, guys. So for some of you, I'm actually hearing there's some arguments or conflicts, or a conflict around family members too. That's also what I'm getting. Or the conflict has something to do with commitment, like this person could not commit, or this person is already committed to someone else, okay? Let's see. Okay. You got your happiness. Wow, you got your blessings. You got voyage. You got magic prayer, unexpected visitors, okay? Yeah, even at the bottom of the deck, you guys are feeling stuck. You got stuck in the mud, okay? So yeah, I'm actually, picking up here the challenger obstacles for you. For others of you, it's also travel, okay? There's something about traveling. And for others of you, there's actually some issue really with either somebody already has a family, okay? Or this person's already married, okay? And that's the challenge. Like, this person wanted you so bad as well, or you want this person so bad, but for some reason, the obstacle here is that this person is committed and they're more concerned about their family is what I'm hearing, okay? For others of you, this person's not committed to anyone else, okay? But you guys are probably friends. Or maybe there was a fallout in the friendship as well. Maybe somebody caused some stink or whatsoever. That's actually what I'm getting. I'm also picking up for others of you if this person is actually not necessarily, in a commitment with someone else. But I'm actually getting like somebody's very guarded with their feelings, very guarded with their emotions. Somebody's afraid to take that leap of faith. Somebody doesn't want to appear vulnerable, okay? For others of you, again, something around direction of your life, like where do I go from here, okay? That's actually the challenge for you. Some of you are really confused about what to do next. But I'm seeing here that this shall soon pass, okay? That's what I'm hearing from Spirit. This will be a thing of the past. I feel that what you need to do at this point, like what I said for group number 1, because I'm seeing that as well for group number 2, remove those fears, okay? Because it's actually adding more to your problems. The more that you try to put your focus on what you do not want, I know it's easier said than done, but the more that you try to put your focus there, I tell you, it's not really going to help. It's even adding up more issues, okay? So be mindful of your thoughts, because Spirit is actually saying here, things will actually, all of these negative things or this tough cycle shall actually come to an end, okay, soon. It will soon pass. And I'm also getting here that there's blessings coming towards you. Spirit is saying we've heard, or the universe is saying we've heard your prayer, okay? You might be praying for this issue, or whatever it is that you've been going through right now. And they're saying we heard you. Okay, you just got to be patient as well and be more in the energy of positivity and in this very, uplifting energy. Try to, pay attention to whatever it is that energizes you. Okay, do not try to put your focus on the negative side of things all the time, because I tell you, that's not really going to help. I've been there. I've been through a lot of tough situations in my life. And I notice I've been in the darkest pit, honestly, that I almost gave up on my life. But just to share to you guys, what I actually learned is that putting your focus on the negative side of things all the time, it's not even going to help you. So why waste your time, okay? I am actually more of like a person now who tries to put my focus on the solution, okay? It's okay to feel angry. It's okay to feel sad. It's okay to feel upset. That's you having human emotions. But Spirit is actually also saying, do not dwell on that emotion. Do not become the emotion. Always remind yourself that. Afterwards, release it and try to put your focus on, okay, what can I do next? What can I do to get out of this, situation? Because some of you, you're just dwelling on the things that you've lost or more on the problem, okay? So let's see. Let's try to pull it more. Honoring path. Again, family. There's really something about family for some of you. Oh my God. Wow. Okay, hold on. Okay. So, what I'm actually seeing here, if this is all about work as well, let me just start off with that. I'm actually getting here, Spirit is actually saying, keep on charging forward with this Knight of Swords, okay? Keep on charging forward. Do not give up on your dreams or goals. Whatever it is that happened to you recently that caused you to feel demotivated, or it's like you're losing hope and all that, do not allow those obstacles to hinder your progress. That's actually what I'm hearing from Spirit, okay? Because they're actually saying here that with this honoring path, I don't know, I'm getting recognition for you. Because they're actually saying that you're very skilled, you're very talented. There's a lot you can offer out there, okay? So do not allow all of these obstacles, these challenges, these tests to kind of like hinder you from progressing. That's what I'm hearing from Spirit. Keep on charging forward. Believe in yourself, okay? I'm also getting here that for some of you, I'm hearing if this is all about love and relationships, I'm actually hearing from Spirit, they wanted you to actually, work on your self-worth, okay? Work on your self-worth. Know your true value, all right? That's actually what I'm hearing from Spirit. That's something they also needed to work on. For others of you, I'm actually getting here, there's a family issue, whether there's a conflict in the family. The word family kept on popping up for group number 2, okay? Whether this person already has a family, and I'm getting that buzzing in my ear right now. Ouch. On my left ear. Hold on. Oh my God. Clairaudient problems. Anyway, that was so strong. Yeah, maybe that's a validation from spirit or spirit coming through. But anyway, yeah, for some of you, there's a conflict around family members. And then for others of you, this person's already married and they can't leave their family because they're really concerned about the kids. And that's your challenge, okay? I'm also hearing for some of you, maybe you're being redirected to a different path is what I'm hearing from spirit, especially if you yourself, you're kind of like getting some, signs from spirit, or your intuition is kind of like telling you that maybe I just need to step back from this third party situation. I need to put my focus on myself, because I'm hearing from spirit, they're kind of like saying, okay, you can't suspend your life waiting for this person to commit to you. I'm hearing that. But it's all up to you, okay? Because, again, tarot is just guidance anyway. And this is something that I always say to people. At the end of the day, it's your decision. But what Spirit is actually saying, you shouldn't suspend your life waiting for this person to choose you. You shouldn't suspend your life waiting for this person to divorce his wife, okay? And just be with you. What if this person never does that, okay? So they don't want you to lose balance within yourself. They don't want you to be waiting around. They want you to just keep on going forward, okay? Release the outcome. That's what they're saying. And they also wanted you to know your true worth, your value. Because I'm actually also seeing here that there may be a new person out there for you, okay? Maybe you're just closed off to that idea. But Spirit is actually just saying, go with the flow. Enjoy your life, okay? For others of you, you're probably also being challenged with love, like you're afraid to love again. Or maybe there's actually no other person out there for me. Spirit is actually saying nope. There's actually a new person out there for you. You've got to actually, again, be grateful for what you have right now. Being single doesn't necessarily mean it's totally a bad thing, okay? So try not to put your focus on the lack. And most of all, do not look for happiness outside of yourself, okay? That's what Spirit is saying. But for some of you, there's issue with the family. I feel that will be sorted out soon. Okay, if it's a issue like an immediate family, that's actually what I'm getting. And then I'm also picking up, for some reason, I didn't get this with group number 1, but for group number 2, I'm starting to lose my voice. Some of you guys, you needed to work on your throat chakra. Your throat chakra is probably blocked, or the blockage here, the obstacle or challenge here had something to do as well with communication. Either you're not communicating with this person, there's lack of openness or honest communication, or somebody watching group number 2, your throat chakra is blocked, you're afraid to speak up, you're afraid to assert your rights as well, as what I'm hearing, or you're afraid to set up some healthy boundaries with someone. Maybe because if this is your own family member, okay, you're kind of like afraid to show this person that's enough. If it's actually no, you should tell this person it's a no, okay? Do not be afraid. It's not necessarily that you need to be rude to this person, especially if it's a family member, but you've got to set up some healthy boundaries. I don't know, I'm hearing that right now, because I didn't get this issue with group number 1, but I'm suddenly losing my voice. Like I'm having a hard time talking. So I'm actually picking up there's throat chakra blockage for group number 2. Either that's a sign there is a lack of communication or openness in this connection as well between you and your person. Or somebody's afraid to speak up their truth. Okay, to speak up. That's really what I'm getting. All right, let's see what else. Ooh. You got your happiness. You got the word happiness twice. I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. Okay. And then you got your forgiveness. Okay. So yeah, I'm actually, getting here that a lot of you with the Hermit is actually also talking about loneliness. So a lot of you are actually embracing that energy. And Spirit is actually saying, honor your emotions, okay? Nobody's saying you shouldn't feel those emotions. It's okay. You're a human being, okay? You're not a robot. But make sure you're not dwelling on that negative emotion, okay? You have the right to be happy. That's also what I'm hearing right now, okay? And try to invite happiness in your life. I'm also getting here that with the forgiveness, you needed to forgive this person or you needed to forgive yourself as well. Okay? Forgiveness does not mean that you actually tolerated or you're tolerating their abusive behavior or their behavior. Forgiveness means you're no longer a prisoner of what they have done to you. Okay? So Spirit is asking for you to forgive yourself. If you also feel they did something wrong to someone, okay? And you needed to forgive this person too. Okay? So yeah, because it says here, I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. So there's a need for forgiveness in order for you to embrace love or to actually attract love and this happiness that you really deserve. Let's see what else. Yes, you got here all tied up. Again, that's kind of like an energy of feeling stuck as well. You feel as if you're restricted, okay? Or there's no movement or progress in your situation. Okay, got here. Power. For me, this is also anger, okay? So maybe some of you are still holding on to some resentment towards someone. Communication is key. Oh my God. What did I tell you? Are you kidding me? Because that's exactly what I picked up earlier. Like I even said, I noticed I'm starting to lose my voice for group number 2. Like I didn't get that issue for group number 1 at all. I'm perfectly fine. But all of a sudden, I'm starting to lose my voice. And it's like I'm having a hard time swallowing. And I was like, okay, another throat chakra blockage. So there's definitely some issues around communication here, okay? Let me stop here because I'm actually hearing a lot with these 3 cards. So I'm getting to strong message, okay? The first message, there's lack of communication in this connection. Whether this is your family member that you are not talking to anymore, or this is a friend of yours, or this is a lover, whatever, okay? There's actually that issue or obstacle around communication. Either somebody's also not speaking their truth, because you also got here earlier the moon, which is talking about secrets or deception. And I'm also getting here for others of you, somebody's afraid to initiate conversation as well, okay? That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing very strongly, like somebody, watching group number 2. It's like you wanted to talk to this person or this person wanted to talk to you, but somebody in this connection is kind of like afraid to make the first move. And I'm hearing like it's either out of pride or ego. Like, why should I be the first one to make a move? Why should I be the first one to admit defeat or apologize? I'm getting that, okay? And so, again, whoever this is, whether that's you who's doing that or this person, you need to, again, try to release that because it's creating a blockage. When it comes to love, there's no right or wrong, okay? And I'm also hearing this message again, which actually came up for group number 1. So maybe whoever it is that I'm channeling, you probably actually checked out group number 2 as well. I'm hearing that same message again from Spirit. It's a guy. They're actually saying, again, this is your energy. This is your situation. I don't know who this is, but they're saying the issue had something to do with you're afraid to communicate your feelings. or you're afraid to initiate conversation to this person. And the reason why you're not doing that, because you're afraid. You're afraid that if you try to communicate to this person's going to lash out at you, or you're not going to get a response, is what I'm hearing, or this person's going to block you. And Spirit is actually saying it's only your fear. Okay? You're overthinking the situation. You're actually thinking about the worst things. Okay? Be mindful of your thoughts. That's weird. I got that energy for group number 1, and I got it again for group number 2. So maybe whoever this is, you probably actually checked out group number 2 as well. But yeah, I'll repeat that message for you. Whoever you are, I'm hearing the M name. I don't know if it's Mike, Mark, M. It's a guy. Mark, Mike, Michael, I don't know. I just heard the letter M. Okay, so that's for you, okay? That's for you. They're saying you're afraid to communicate, you're not speaking up, you're actually, not really wanting to talk. Either it's because you have fear around it. You don't want to be the first one to speak or to talk to this person. And again, they're saying it's your own fear. Release your fear. It's making things worse. That's what they're saying. For others of you, I'm actually getting there's an issue around anger. Okay, when I saw this lightning card, I heard anger. And no wonder you got forgiveness, okay? Release that. Release any resentment. It's creating a blockage for you guys. And yeah, again, communication is key. So if there's something that you actually needed to sort things out with someone, remember, lack of communication, okay? Open and honest communication. It's one of the number 1 relationship killers. I tell you that. So there should always be that open and honest communication with each other. I feel that one of you or somebody in this connection is actually not speaking up, or is not really speaking their truth, or is afraid to open up. I don't know. I'm getting that. And that's creating a blockage in your connection, okay? Let's see what else. You have here ocean, fire. The search. Again, a lot of loneliness for group number 2. Let me give you guys a big hug, okay? You have a lot of lonely cards, group number 2. Let me just send you big virtual hugs. Again, Spirit is actually saying honor those feelings, honor those emotions, okay? But again, do not become the emotion, okay? Because I'm just really getting this, some of you watching, you have a lot of loneliness inside of you, okay? Some emptiness, whether it's because you lost someone, or because of your heavy situation that's making you feel so freaking lonely. Even God, hermit. Hermit is a lonely, person as well. That's also solitude, okay? Or feeling lonely. Let me give you some virtual hugs, group number 2, okay? Everything will be fine. Remember, this reading is all about what challenges or obstacles will you soon overcome. But you've got to help yourself. Okay, you've got to take responsibility of your own emotions with this fire card, okay? They're also asking for you to go with the flow. So maybe some of you are controlling the outcome as well. Go with the flow. I'm hearing be more present. Enjoy what is right in front of you, okay? Some of you are jumping into the future all the time, or the worst thing that could happen, okay? Remember, this is something that I always say, that some of us, we're losing the appointment with the present moment by jumping into the future all the time, okay? So, a lot of you are also kind of very much confused in your situation. Yeah, a lot of, cards about feeling imprisoned for group number 2. And then, yeah, you got your courtship. So for some of you, it's related to your relationship. That's actually what I'm getting. I also feel that for some of you, somebody's actually, in love with someone, but is feeling trapped by their own fear. Maybe this person doesn't have any confidence to tell this person how they feel. It can also be the viewer. That's also what I'm getting. Like, again, Spirit is actually saying if you're resonating with it, especially if you're a guy, all right, it's only your fear. Have confidence, okay? Step out of your comfort zone. But I'm actually picking up like somebody's afraid of rejection. That's also the obstacle here, okay? And then for others of you, it's actually a lover and your connection is not moving. And so this is making you feel so confused and lonely. Like, what's going to happen from here? Will we still be together? Will this person come back? So Spirit is actually saying, be mindful of your emotions and your thoughts, okay? And they don't want you to control the outcome. Go with the flow. Some of you are sick and tired of hearing that, but that's really, the thing that you needed to hear. Because here's the thing. If you keep on jumping on the future and if you keep on holding to some expectations and you're not getting it, you get frustrated, right? You get really disappointed. So that's the lesson there. You need to go with the flow. Do not resist the tides. Be in the flow. That's actually what I'm getting. And for some of you, maybe you really needed to forgive someone. You need to forgive yourself as well. Because some of you are still holding on to some guilt, okay? But yeah. It's kind of like just really, odd. Like for group number 2, I noticed there's a lot of lonely cards. That's why I'm saying let me give you rather some big virtual hugs, okay? Everything will soon be fine, group number 2, okay? All right, let's actually pull up this deck. What challenges or obstacles will group 2 overcome soon? Okay, deep friendship with someone of the same sex, okay? So maybe this is a same-sex relationship. Or maybe this is a friend. Because I'm also getting that. Like maybe you guys are not yet in a relationship, but somebody in this connection is kind of like afraid to open up their feelings. That's why there's throat chakra blockage. Somebody's afraid of rejection. You got your axe. You got your fear man. I'm hearing the name Greg. Earlier, the letter M. I'm hearing the name Greg. Okay, I don't know who is Greg. Darman Greg? I don't know. But I just really heard Greg. Yeah, there's something about family, okay? The synchronicity of this reading is really amazing, honestly. For group number 2, on top of a lot of lonely cards, I'm getting a lot of keywords, which is family. This is kind of like the 4th, if I'm not mistaken. Either 4th time you got the word family. And like what I said, either this is your immediate family that you're challenged with, or this person already has a family. Or it's their family, that's a third party. Oh my gosh, wow. All right, I'm actually hearing a very specific message right now. Okay, let me start off with that message because that was so strong. Not for all of you, okay? But I'm actually hearing right now with all of these cards laid in front of me. Somebody watching group number 2, you're actually dealing with some challenges with a family member. And I'm getting a guy, or this person is bisexual. Okay? And I'm actually hearing that this person did some things. Either manipulation is what I'm hearing, or control. Because with the club, this is actually talking about they're trying to make you do things that is against your will. Okay? So maybe they're actually saying some things, or they're actually doing some things which is not really something that you want. For instance, they're kind of like making you lie, about something. And naturally, you're not actually that kind of a person. You're very honest, okay? And you got here 2 men, okay? Same sex. Maybe you're a guy watching this. Because I'm really hearing that right now. Like, this person is bisexual? Wow, I don't know who am I channeling, but whatever it is, I'm just hearing right now from Spirit, that person is very controlling, very manipulative, and whoever it is that I'm channeling, you're probably aware about who am I talking about, and you're like nodding your head and you're saying, yep. So this person, that's your challenge, that's your obstacle. And I feel that you're really sad about that, because you probably never realized that this person could do such a thing, okay? Maybe you trusted this person so much, but this person is actually very stubborn, is what I'm hearing from Spirit, very self-absorbed, very controlling. I feel that this person actually did something to cause some chaos in your situation. I don't know, whatever that is, whether this person did some nasty stuff and you found out about it and you're like, whoa, why did you do that? I don't know why I'm getting that for someone out there, but this person is trying to make you do something that is against your will. Like, this is not really what you want. And I'm hearing as well for others of you, that's why I keep on getting the word family. For others of you, it can be obviously that this person is already married with kids. And that's why the challenge there is that you can't be together because they don't want to lose their kids. They don't want to lose their family. But for others of you, I'm hearing it's a family member on top of what I actually picked up earlier. But it's actually a guy is what I'm hearing. But this one, it can be a family member who's causing a lot of chaos. They're probably against this connection. Maybe you guys are of the same sex. Okay, or maybe their family are not aware that they go for same-sex relationship. That's actually what I'm hearing again. And then for others of you, not necessarily a same-sex, but I'm actually hearing like maybe their family member or whoever that is not really approving of this connection. Either they're saying some things against this connection, things like that, okay? That's actually the message I'm hearing very strongly from Spirit. For others of you, I'm also hearing your challenge or obstacle is something to do with losing a loved one, like somebody actually passed on. Okay, it can be a guy who passed on, an old person, okay, an older person, because this Spirit man is also about, an older person. Either this person has gray hair, so I'm getting older man. And so I'm hearing a message right now, okay, from that older man. I don't know whether this is your grandfather or grandma. For others of you, it's just a family member that you lost. But I'm picking up an older male right now, okay? I don't know, his name is Greg, because I just heard the name Greg. That is so weird. But this person is actually saying it's your departed loved one, whoever this is that I'm channeling. They don't want you to be lonely, okay? They're also saying, or this person is saying, I'm okay on the other side. We may not, I'm getting the tingles in my crown chakra right now, and I'm getting the goosebumps. Oh my God, this energy is so strong. Woo! Okay, hold on. And so this person is saying, we may not be together anymore, like in the physical world. But I wanted to thank you for everything that you've done. I'm so proud of you is what I'm hearing. I don't know if this is a father or this is a grandpa. Gosh, the energy is so strong. Oh my God. Like, I get this electricity all over my body. Ooh boy. And he wanted to say, I'm so proud of you. And he wanted to say, I don't want to see you lonely. Okay? It's actually making that person feel more sad if you do that. Because this person is actually saying, I'm good. I'm okay where I am right now. I'm watching over you. I'm hearing something to do with pen. I don't know if he gave this person a pen as a gift. I don't know. A fountain pen or what? I don't know. I'm getting a black, like, I don't know what type of pen that was. And then now I'm hearing Donald. What the freak? Why am I channeling a lot of names for group number 2? For group number 1, I just channeled a song. For group number 2, I heard the M name, but it's just the letter M rather. And then I heard Donald right now. Greg. Gosh. Ooh boy. This is so freaking weird. Anyway, let's move on. But yeah. So some of you will resonate with some specific message from Spirit, okay? But for a lot of you, there's a family issue. Either this person already has a family, or you have a family member, or somebody in your family is kind of like toxic and is trying to do some nasty stuff, or trying to make you do things that you don't want, or this person caused a lot of chaos. For others of you, I'm getting here that a family member is against this connection, okay? All right, so let's move on. God. A lot of messages. Jesus. I wasn't expecting that. Let's actually pull up Chinese fortune reading cards. Spirit symbol. Okay, let's go to number 7. It says here, vitality, intuition, and spiritual energy at high levels. Messages from above. Okay. This symbol appears when you need to stick up for yourself or others. You will appear to have more energy than usual and will find yourself in situations that you would have walked away from before, only to now confront head on. You will not allow others to browbeat you like you have in the past. You now demand and deserve respect. So maybe for some of you, that's why I'm getting communication issues. Remember I said something like, you need to speak up, okay? So maybe this family member is also very abusive of you, okay? That's also what I'm hearing right now from Spirit. And I feel that some of you are just kind of like just nodding your head or just saying, okay. And so what you allow will continue. That's what I'm hearing from Spirit. And you're probably realizing it now. Maybe you actually tolerated this person, okay? But not knowing, and this is what I'm hearing from Spirit, that the more that you try to tolerate this person's behavior, you're actually enabling this person to continue their negative behavior. So it's not really helping you or this person, okay? Instead of calling out this person or setting up some healthy boundaries, you just say yes all the time, or you just go along with what this person is doing, only to realize later on that maybe something happened. This person did something that is very, very, chaotic, okay? And so this is a lesson for you. That's what Spirit is actually saying. The lesson there is to learn how to speak up, okay? That's why some of you watching, you have communication issues. Either you're afraid to call out someone for their behavior, or I'm actually hearing some of you needed to work on codependency, okay? That's what I'm hearing. For some of you, you're afraid to disappoint, okay? So, yeah, there's something about setting up boundaries, and there's also a lesson there around, speaking up, okay? For others of you, it says here, you're searching for truth and justice in your life, clearing away falsehood and unfairness. So maybe there were some things that happened to you that is quite unfair, and this is making you feel so sad. Maybe somebody actually did something that is inappropriate, or again, you felt as if this person or these individuals, did something that really did hurt you, okay? Whether these are actually somebody in the workplace, whatever that is, okay? It says here, a psychic awakening could be taking place as your spirit grows and develops. Events and actions about to take place will bring you to a new understanding of yourself, and through this, you will gain much wisdom, okay? If this is all about career or finances, and that's the obstacle or challenge, it says here, the period ahead could see you change career from out of the blue. This card has a strong energy towards careers which serve or help others. So maybe that's also your awakening, that maybe you're no longer, I'm hearing right now some of you, okay. I'm hearing right now from Spirit, like some of you either lost your job, but it's kind of like preparing you to your life purpose is what I'm hearing from Spirit, because your life purpose or the type of career for you had something to do with helping people, whatever type of career that is, okay? So yeah. And then I'm also seeing here, you don't need to be overly concerned about finance. The focus now is on your true destiny and what you're meant to be doing with your life from now on. Now, this is all about relationships, it says here. You could develop stronger bonds with people on your wavelength. Someone watching over you from the heavens could send you a special new love interest. Oh my God. Maybe that's a departed loved one, okay? Which will change your life dramatically if that's what you need to continue your next life chapter. Relationships not working now could suddenly end as you search for deeper meaning to your life and deeper soul connections. My gosh, you actually got this, right? New supportive connections. Maybe this departed loved one is actually trying to redirect you to a different, connection. Because that's what we talked about earlier, right? Go back to what I said earlier, and it says here, maybe it's, I'm picking up a guy, though, earlier. But anyway, yeah. They could send you a special new love interest, and you got the new supportive connection. So, yeah. All right. So, let's actually pull up some random advice or message for you, group number 2. Let's start off with this one. Message or advice for group number 2, Spirit. Group 2, man, like a lot of synchronicities, a lot of keywords. Okay, you actually got 2 messages from that deck. Okay, got here 5 of Ariel. You need not go through your current challenges alone. Help is nearby. Negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies. What did I tell you earlier? Okay? The more that you put your focus on the negative side of things, again, it's just going to add more, frustration, a lot more anxiety, okay? And some of you are actually putting your focus on the lack of something. 5 of Pentacles is talking about lack of resources, either lack of money or the absence of something or someone, okay? Now, if you're also feeling alone and lonely right now, because you have a lot of lonely card, Spirit is actually saying you're never alone. That's why I'm saying earlier, let me give you some big virtual hugs, okay? You shouldn't go through this alone. Help is nearby, okay? And then you got here 7 of Michael. There is a better course of action available to you. Working alone may not be the best answer. So for the 7 of Michael, this is also 7 of Swords. I feel either the 7 of Swords energy, either there's deception. So either you felt as if somebody deceived you, somebody's not being very truthful, or this can be your issue as well, that you're having a hard time speaking your truth. That's also what I'm getting for some of you, or this person that you're dealing with, they're masking their feelings. Again, this is a general reading, but for others of you, maybe whatever it is that you are faced with, maybe there's a better, path for you. Just like what I channeled earlier. Maybe that career was meant to end because you're being redirected to a different type of career, which is your life purpose. You're not seeing it now, but maybe sooner or later you'll begin to realize, like, yes, I'm glad that I have this new career, because that career is actually had something to do with your life purpose, which is helping people, okay? And then, yeah, again, there's a better course of action available to you. So maybe if it's actually also third party, I'm hearing for some of you, you're being redirected to this brand new person. maybe this third party is actually no longer good for you. Not for all of you though, okay? But I'm actually getting that for some of you. All right, let's try to pull it more. Any other advice or message for group number 2? You got your 3 of abundance, and it says here, your passion will lead you to your divine life purpose. Oh my God. I was just talking about life purpose. Do what you love and have confidence in your talent. So yeah, be confident, guys. Maybe that's something you needed to work on. Learn everything there is to know about your interests by taking classes, getting a mentor, or teaming up with like-minded people. Allow your creativity to soar. So that's a message for some of you. Let me get another one. Any other advice or message for group number 2, Spirit? Love. Wow. It says here, love is the foundation of your existence, and you're just as worthy of receiving as you are of giving love and compassion. While love can be a beautiful emotion, it is equally a form of energy that propels you through life. I'm getting here balance, okay? So maybe you guys are very giving people, you know? You always like to give. Maybe when it comes to love and relationships, you guys might even be empaths, is what I'm hearing, but you're just really giving, okay? But you probably felt as if you were robbed, because again, 7 of Swords is a thief card, okay? So this connection is teaching you balance as well, okay? It's teaching you to create balance, not to just always overly give to someone. And that's my issue, guys. No kidding. Let me just share that real quick, okay? I'm guilty of that. That's part of my lesson. I'm actually a very overly giving person, okay? When it comes to love, even with friends, I tend to overly give. But then sooner or later, I notice the more that I do that, the more I overly give to people, whether that's friends or that's actually a lover. I notice that I get depleted, especially that I tend to, get mixed up with friends or lovers or potential partners rather, who took more from me. Like they're taking advantage of the love that I'm giving or the kindness or the generosity. Okay. I'm no saint. Okay. But all I'm saying is that I'm guilty of overly giving because I love to give to people. I love to share. But be mindful, group number 2. Okay. Some of you are also like that. Okay. And I'm guilty too. Okay. I'm not going to be, be a hypocrite here because I'm also guilty of that, but just create balance. Some of you are just really overly giving. Some of you are giving love to the wrong person. Try to surround yourself with like-minded people who also believe in the art or the lesson of giving and receiving. Wouldn't it be nice to be giving love to someone who's also aware of the balance and they're also going to reciprocate that to you, even if it's friends, So some of you probably also had some issues with friendships in which you're always, the one initiating everything. You're giving a lot to your friends, time, effort, energy. But then when you needed them, they're all gone. Or they're not reliable, okay? That's also what I'm channeling right now for some of you, okay? Love yourself. That's what Spirit is saying. And you deserve love. That's also what they're saying. You're worthy of receiving love as well because you're so giving and compassionate to other people. Okay, let me just get one more. And then we're going to pull up some Oracle Stones for you as a bonus. Any other message for group number 2? Expression. Let's read that. It says here, express how you feel clearly, lovingly, and honestly without fear or judgment. Are you kidding me? What the freak? That's exactly what I said earlier. I even said that I channeled that message even for group number 1. Somebody watching this pick a card, okay? But I'm actually also getting it's a guy because that's the person with an, is it M? Yeah, M name. And, Spirit kept on saying, it's only your fear that's holding you back. It's only your worst fear. It's only because you don't have enough confidence, okay? You need to work on that. Whoever this is that I'm channeling, my gosh, here is your message, okay? So it says here, express how you feel clearly, lovingly, and honestly without fear or judgment. Say it exactly like it is. All will be resolved when you express to others how you truly feel. Trust in the power of life to guide you and heal all concerned. Self-expression is liberating, which is so freaking true, and healing. So, this is a message for that guy I'm channeling. Like you like someone out there, or you're afraid to be the first one to either initiate conversation or to actually express your feelings to this person. And it's all rooted from your own fear. So one of your biggest blocks or biggest obstacle or challenge for whoever this is for, it's your own fear and also communication issues. Okay? Either you are actually afraid or you're not really good when it comes to expressing your feelings for someone, okay? Because again, this is a message for the viewer. So somebody watching, because I just said that even earlier, like, my gosh, I didn't get that for group number 1, but I'm having a hard time talking for group number 2 earlier at the very beginning, and even got this. Communication is the key. So haven't you noticed, group number 2, you have a lot of cards about expression or communication too. So yeah, this is a message for some of you. You are being called by your spirit guides or by spirit to learn how to express how you truly feel. So if this is not just all about love and all that, maybe it's about time for you to speak up, okay? Say it exactly as it is instead of holding back, all right? Because again, like what I said, lack of communication, open and honest communication, it actually just breeds assumption, okay? Worse, you can be thinking about the worst things. Wouldn't it be nice to get the answers that you're searching for, or to hear it exactly from, that person or from the horse's mouth, instead of you kind of like figuring things out that maybe this person's mad at me or something like that, Again, there's something around communication issues here, or you're being asked, group number 2, to speak up, okay? Express how you truly feel. Be honest. Do not be afraid, okay? Trust in the power of life to guide you and heal all concerns. So maybe there's probably some conflicts or some misunderstandings or maybe some arguments between you and a person, whether this is your lover, a friend, or family member, whatever, okay? Again, self-expression is liberating and healing, right? And this is something that I always say. It's kind of like a kettle. The more that you try to close it, right, the more it's going to boil inside. But if you just allow it to sing, or if you actually allow it to just, to open it, basically, it will sing, So, yeah, expressing yourself is actually healing, okay? It's liberating. It's actually the greatest form of healing as well for some of you, okay? So yeah, that's your message. But before we wrap things up, let me grab some oracle stones for you guys for some extra message, maybe, for some of you. Alrighty, you got your simplify, so you're being asked by Spirit to simplify things, because I'm hearing some of you are complicating things way too much when it can be simple. And I feel why things are actually becoming more complicated is because some of you are overthinking, some of you are putting your focus on the negative side of things, instead of putting your focus on the solution so that this issue will end. Some of you I'm hearing right now is that there's lack of communication, so instead of telling it straight to that person, instead of not really confrontation in a negative way, but just to speak to this person, like ask this person directly, okay, to talk to this person. But what's going on is that either there's lack of communication, somebody's afraid to speak the truth or speak up, Okay? So Spirit is actually saying you're complicating this situation way too much when it's actually simple. So try to simplify your life. Try to simplify the situation, okay? And then next you got your compassion. Yeah, a lot of you guys are very compassionate as well. We've seen that with the love card. And yeah, so for some of you, I'm actually picking up that you need to be compassionate with yourself or to others. But yeah, you guys are very compassionate. And they got transformed. So I feel that eventually things will actually transform as well. Or you needed to change, old habits or patterns that are no longer good for you. For instance, if you're always finding yourself overthinking or overanalyzing the situation, or you're putting more focus on the problem than the solution, then yeah, maybe there's actually a need for you to modify some things, okay, or some stuffs. And then you got your freedom. So yeah, liberation, right? You just got that earlier. Self-expression. Blah. Okay, self-expression is liberating and healing. So again, there's something about communication. My gosh, I'm fumbling with my words. So yeah, you really needed to work on that, group number 2. There's really something about communication. Anyway, organize. Yep. You need to organize your thoughts, okay? Keep things simple. So maybe you need to plan things ahead. Whatever challenge you're faced with, okay, or problems you're faced with, okay, what do I need to do? It's okay to feel lonely. It's okay to feel sad about it, okay? You are a human being experiencing human emotions, okay? But do not become the emotion. Once you're actually able to release it, because you need to free yourself from that loneliness, that negativity, try to plan things ahead. Try to organize your thoughts, okay? Try to simplify the situation. Do not complicate it, okay? And make sure that you are actually going to be compassionate with yourself and with others. Free them, okay? Free yourself from resentment because you got forgiveness earlier. Free yourself from the guilt as well. And eventually things will transform into something, much better for you. All right, so there you go, group number 2. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I'll see you again on the next pick a card. Love and light. Bye-bye, guys. Group number 3, you chose this raw Howlite crystal. Let's find out what obstacles or challenges will you soon overcome, okay? Spirit guides, archangels, and angels, please provide some guided messages for the collective who chose group number 3. Oops, cards are flying out. Hold on. All right, you got here the Empress, King of Cups, Death, you got here the Sun. You have Queen of Pentacles. Oh, wow. You got your 3 of Swords. Okay. At the bottom of the deck. Wow. Ace of Cups. Nice. This is gorgeous. I love this. Okay, so I'm actually seeing here a lot of water energy. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, especially Scorpio. I'm also seeing here strong Taurus energy, if it's actually Earth. We also have here Libra, and we also have here Leo. Okay, so either that's you or the person that you're dealing with or somebody around you. Okay, your name might start with the letter W or M, by the way, or this person. I don't know. Spirit is pointing this cup. Either it's W or M. Okay, but anyway, I'm actually getting here that for some of you, the obstacle or the challenge is something to do with the third party, okay, or an ending of a relationship as well for some of you. Let's start off with third party. That's actually part of your challenge or obstacle. You love this person so much. There's a lot of love between you and this person, but for some reason the connection had to end because they are already married, okay? That's actually what I'm getting. Or this person's already committed to someone else. For others of you, not necessarily, but I'm just really getting here that maybe there was deception. The third party is not necessarily, this person is already committed, but maybe somebody actually got in the way. I'm getting a wedge here with this Three of Swords. Like there's a third person or somebody actually caused a lot of conflict as well, which brought the death in this connection. I'm hearing deception, really. Jealousy as well, okay? That's also what I'm getting. I'm also picking up that for others of you, the challenge had something to do with your business. That's also what I'm hearing. Because Queen of Pentacles is also a businesswoman, okay? Or if you're a guy, you're a businessman, and maybe your business is kind of like, yeah, suffering, especially because of the pandemic. That's also part of your challenge. For others of you, I'm hearing this very specific message that the challenge had something to do with conceiving a child. That's your obstacle, like you really wanted to have a kid or have another baby. Yeah, especially with the sun over here. So I'm actually getting, that's part of the challenge. But again, all of these things that I've mentioned, these are the things that will soon be a thing of the past, or you'll be able to overcome those obstacles, okay? That's actually what I'm seeing here. For some of you, there's definitely going to be a new beginning in love, which is gorgeous. So if there was some sort of like a separation between you and your loved one or this person that you're in love with, I'm actually seeing here that you guys will have this brand new beginning, okay? Some of you, not necessarily with the same person, especially if it's a third party as well, because I'm hearing for some of you, you're actually going to be finally accepting the ending of this situation, okay? You're very much heartbroken about this. You love this person so much. Yeah, again, 10 of Swords. Oh my God. For some of you, I'm hearing betrayal. It's like this person was stabbed 10 times on the back. So I'm actually getting, if this is not all about like third party for others of you, maybe something happened in which you felt betrayed by someone or somebody betrayed you. That's also what I'm getting. But anyway, yeah, going back to the third party that I heard earlier, I'm actually getting that there's going to be a new person of interest or a new love coming in, okay? If you're single, that's also another message, okay? There's going to be a new person for you. Somebody's going to be really giving and loving, and this can also be even long-term is what I'm hearing from Spirit. This is a blessing from the divine, okay? But for some of you, it's still the same person. Maybe something happened. There were some conflicts, okay? But there's going to be a new beginning when it comes to love. And I'm also hearing peace, especially when I saw this dove. So peace and harmony will soon be restored, okay, in this connection. Now, if you're actually having some challenges conceiving, or you wanted to have a kid, I'm actually getting here that, yes, there's miracles, okay? And it's going to be a blessing from the divine. That's also what I'm getting here. So, yeah, let's see. Let's try to pull it more. What challenges or obstacles will Group 3 soon overcome? Change in the wind. Yep, there's hope, guys. Wow. I was just talking about that. Also, you know, the dove is not just all about, or it's not only a symbolism for peace, but also hope. Okay, so there's hope in the situation. Oh my God, yeah, here, share the love. And they got your reach out. Maybe this person's going to reach out to you, or some of you might also reach out to this person. You can switch roles, okay? Okay, all right. So, I'm even getting some specific messages here. What I'm seeing here, group number 3, whatever the obstacle or the challenge that you're faced with, they're showing me here that there were some, changes that happened, okay? Especially if there was an ending of something. And it was really, heavy for you, okay? I'm also getting here that for some of you, you're actually not sure about the direction of this connection anymore or your situation. Where do I go from here? Okay, that's also what I'm getting. I'm also picking up that some of you are losing hope, okay, about your situation. I'm also getting here the problem or the challenge had something to do with friendships. So I'm actually picking up that maybe you had some conflict with a friend because this is a friendship card. But for some of you, it's not necessarily a friend. It can be a person that you're romantically involved with or you guys are dating, okay? Take it as it resonates because it's actually a general reading. But I'm getting here, let me start off with friends. I'm hearing that right now, especially when I saw this. That maybe there was some sort of like a conflict that happened, either some disagreements or some fights, okay? It can be, yeah, you guys are a group of 3. I don't know. Because you keep on getting the number 3, by the way. This is number 12. That's 3. And then you got here 3. So, yeah, either you guys are actually a group of, 3 friends, or there's actually somebody around you guys, okay, who caused some sort of like an issue. And I'm actually hearing it had something to do with secrets. Because when I saw this, okay, like a secret came out. The High Priestess is actually a secretive figure. You might be dealing with a Pisces as well. Or this person is a Pisces who's very secretive. This person has been keeping something, okay? And maybe a secret came out, okay? And I feel because of that, it kind of like caused some chaos. That's what I'm hearing, okay? And somebody felt hurt. Either you actually found out, okay, that one of your friends or somebody in the friends group is actually a liar, or somebody's actually being very fake and superficial, okay? That's actually what I'm getting. And I feel whoever that was, okay, whether that's one of your friends or maybe all 3 of them, I don't know. But I'm just really getting here that it left you feeling hurt, okay, because of what that person did, okay? Because I'm really hearing deception, betrayal, okay? Like somebody felt stabbed in the back. You probably felt that too, okay? Or this person felt bad as well because they found out something about you. You can switch roles. And some of you are losing hope because maybe you also really care about this person. You really care about this loved one. If this is not a friend, maybe somebody that you're in love with, okay? And you're actually having a hard time accepting the changes. Some of you are not sure what's going to happen from here, okay? A lot of you are losing hope. When it comes to signs, I'm picking up Virgo, okay, with the High Priestess. Pisces is very strong. Either you're dealing with the Pisces or a Leo. Okay, that's also what I'm getting. All right, but anyway, there's hope, guys. Don't fret. There's hope. Because, again, I'm actually picking up there's going to be, peace and harmony. It will be restored. I'm also getting, there's going to be a new beginning when it comes to love. So let's actually... I'm also, again, number 3 again. So there's something about the number 3. And then I'm also picking up, somebody also is going to reach out. And I'm also picking up for others of you, maybe not necessarily a friend, but some sort of a coworker as well that you had a conflict with. Let's see. Let's try to pull up more. Yeah, there's a lot of chaos. Oh my God. And it involves a lot of people here, group, okay? So for some of you, either this is actually just, an issue between you and this person, or maybe because it's a third party, either this person is already, committed to someone else. That's why I'm picking up group or multiple people. I'm also getting here that for others of you, maybe it's your coworkers who cause some chaos. Maybe some of you are actually also surrounded by toxic people, is what I'm hearing. Either you're dealing with, you know, people in the workplace who are very nasty. They love to spread rumors or gossips. You know, that's also what I'm getting. And that's part of your challenge, or you're challenged by that. That's your obstacle, okay? But I feel that this storm, okay, shall soon pass, okay? That's what I'm getting. Let's see what else. There's going to be some big transformation here. But I feel this situation is actually going to enable you to become much more wiser, or you will learn a lot from that experience, is what I'm hearing from Spirit. And to grow from it as well. You got your goblins. Yep. One ring circus. Okay. Now, this is what I was talking about. I really feel some of you are dealing with toxic people. And I'm actually getting, like, multiple. Yeah, look at this card. If I read it intuitively, like, there's that evil energy, dark energy. For some of you, it can be two people. Yeah, because I'm drawn to this, like two dark energies over here. And you felt victimized as well. Some of you felt isolated. I don't know why I'm hearing that. Or you guys were caught up in some drama of these two people as well. Wow. But I'm just really getting here either 2 to 3, you know, people. But I'm getting 2. Okay? And because of what's going on, you felt very much exhausted. You were burdened by the situation. Some of you are even kind of like distracted when it comes to your work, especially if these are coworkers, because that's what I'm hearing from Spirit. And you know what, guys? I've dealt with a lot of toxic people in my life, and this is something that I always share to you. I wanted to share it so that you guys will also be empowered, okay, and motivated, because I tell you, I've dealt with a lot of negative energy vampires, narcissists, toxic people. Like, I can smell them, you know, like if a person is really toxic. And I feel as well that if you're dealing with some toxic coworkers, the best way to play with the devil is not to play at all, okay? That's actually something that I've really learned from my own experience, okay? You've got to be wise, especially when it comes, you know, in the workplace. Some of them, they're actually just looking after for some things that they can use against you. So be mindful of emails, what you say, and all that, okay? I don't know. I feel the need to actually share that, because for some of you, these toxic people are your coworkers. For others of you, maybe friends, because I actually picked that up earlier. Maybe there's actually somebody in your circle or friend. You got 3, either 3 friends, or you're the third person, and there's 2 friends who are actually, wow, they're very low vibrational energies. Either they're actually creating some gossips, or they're actually doing something, you know, that just cause a lot of drama. That's really what I'm picking up. So again, don't caught up in the drama. That's what Spirit is saying. Don't get wrapped up in the drama of these people, okay? But I'm just really seeing here that you will soon overcome this. Just be patient is what I'm hearing from Spirit. And I also feel some of you felt isolated here, or somebody felt isolated. I don't know, like looking at this card, if I read it intuitively, she's like in the middle of the sea on a rock. Okay. And then I'm also getting here that for some of you, it is a family member. I don't know why I'm getting family with that elephant, okay? When I actually saw that elephant, I heard family. So either this person has a family already, or it's a family member who's toxic. I don't know. I'm getting that, but anyway, let's try to move on and see what else. Actually, let me pull this up first. Yeah, let me start off with this. Yep. Oh my god, you have your honesty, and then you got your fear. Even at the bottom of the deck, love. Maybe somebody's also afraid to commit. That's also what I'm getting. Fearful of commitments. That's also another energy for some of you. And then I'm also getting here, somebody's not being very honest. That's why I heard betrayal. I heard deception. Okay? And I'm also getting here that somebody found out the truth, because it says here, I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can't expect it from myself. So I feel that, yeah, maybe you guys are very, very honest, but you thought that these are real people, or because I'm hearing superficial people, okay? Like somebody's being superficial. And you felt betrayed by that person because you trust that person so much. So whether this is actually a friend of yours or someone around you that you trust so much, but then you found out the truth, you're like, oh my gosh, why did you do that? That's also what I'm getting, okay? So somebody's not being very honest for some of you. That's your dilemma. That's your issue. That's your challenge. Or somebody is actually not being very honest with their feelings because they have fear of commitment or fear of love. Okay? That's actually what I'm getting. Which is weird. All three groups, they have that word fear. Okay? The energy of fear is very present in all three groups. So what is this telling us, group number 3? We need to rise above this, okay? We need to vibrate higher. Know that fear is actually the lowest vibration, okay? Fear is also false evidence appearing real, okay? So you've got to really, be stronger than this. You've got to release any fear that you might have as well. Or this person, if this is not necessarily you, this person actually needed to release fear that they may have. And maybe because of they're fearful around commitments, let's say, they're kind of like projecting towards you. They don't like you, or they don't have any feelings for you as well, because they're not being very honest with their feelings, okay? Because they have fear around love. Or for some of you, as the viewer, you may be actually fearful around commitments as well. Okay, because of your past experiences, because you got the goblins. Usually, goblins is actually related to your past trauma as well, or some past event that created some negative impact. So I'm actually getting some of you, maybe you have some issues around that you needed to heal from, okay? And because of that, you're actually having a hard time being honest with yourself, being honest with your feelings too, because you're kind of like afraid. I don't know, I'm getting that for some of you. It's not you, it's the person that you're dealing with, okay? All right, let's see what else. Increase. Peace. Yeah. You were just talking about peace earlier when I saw that dove. All right, so I'm getting 2 messages here. For some of you, the issue had something to do with the workplace, okay? Some of you are challenged by your career. That's also what I'm getting. And what Spirit is actually saying, keep on going forward. With the King of Wands is actually a leader, very ambitious. You might be also a Leo, a Sag, or an Aries. Not necessarily, but you need to embrace that energy, because Leo, Sag, and Aries, they're the leader of the zodiac, especially Leo and Aries, okay? They're very ambitious, they're very confident, okay? And they go after their dreams and goals. So do not allow these, challenges or setbacks to hinder you from growing or from progressing. Increase your efforts, okay? Okay, I'm hearing right now, Spirit wanted me to go back to those toxic people in the workplace. So if you're actually dealing with some toxic people with spreading rumors, lies, manipulation, all that, know that they're actually doing that because they're jealous, is what I'm hearing right now from Spirit. Do not pay attention to the barking dogs, okay? And that's something that I personally also experienced when I was still working for Dell Computers, where I dealt with a lot of toxic people, okay? And I remember my boss telling me, you know what, put your blinders on, or just don't pay attention to the barking dogs, okay? Because that's their form of distraction, okay? Keep on going forward. Do not be distracted on what's actually around, okay? Just go straight ahead. That's actually the message I'm hearing when I saw this card. Do not be distracted with what's actually on the side here, okay? Usually these are distractions, okay? Put your focus on your work. That's what Spirit is actually saying. Find your own inner peace. Okay, that's actually what I'm getting, because like what I told you earlier, if you're dealing with toxic people around you, especially for the, coworkers, they're doing that to distract you because they know you're on the road, okay? You're on the road towards success, and they don't want that, okay? I'm also hearing jealousy. Maybe they're actually jealous. Maybe a boss likes you, or there's an authority figure who really likes you, and so they're creating a lot of issue because they're seeing that this boss is favoring you over them. I don't know why I'm hearing that for some of you. That's actually very specific. I just heard it now. But anyway, just put your focus on your goals. That's what Spirit is saying. Keep on going forward. Do not be distracted with what's actually on the side, these barking dogs and all that, because they don't want you to achieve success. They're obviously jealous. And so what they can do to distract you, so you are going to be demotivated, or you're not going to put your focus on your dreams and goals, is to either spread rumors or lies, manipulate something, character assassination. My gosh, I've been there. I tell you, it was so freaking tough. I've been in that situation. It was really a hellish experience, okay? But I tell you guys, I've learned from that experience. It made me stronger. It made me stronger in my life. So no matter how ugly that situation was for me, I didn't see myself. At first, I was seeing myself as a victim. I was crying over it, which is normal. But then I decided to become the victor. So be the victor, group number 3. Do not allow yourself to be the victim. You're not a victim, okay? Get out of that victim energy or consciousness. That's not going to help you, okay? Just put your focus on your goals and try to seek for your inner peace, okay? Because they're saying there's even promotion for some of you. That's another message I'm hearing. And that's why they're doing all those things, because they know that you're on the road towards success. Okay, so let's actually pull this up. What else, Spirit? Strategy. Okay, you got here breach. Let's pull this up. You got here hidden path. Hold on, guys. Okay. I'm just pulling up some of my cards here. It got mixed up. You got your email. I was actually just talking about, like, be careful. Remember I just said that earlier? Be careful of what you also send. Because I just said that minutes ago, because it was also my personal experience in which I need to be mindful with what is actually I'm going to send via email. especially if it's around the workplace, because that can be taken against you. Make sure that everything is documented, okay? And some of you might be actually dealing with a narcissist. I tell you that. And you've got to be wiser. Yeah, see? There's really something about a message. Oh my gosh. God, this is so weird. Oh my God. All right. So I'm getting two strong messages here, group number 3. But if you notice, you have a lot of communication cards. Yep. I'll tell you why. Let me start off with that. You got the whale breach card, okay? This is actually how whales communicate, by the way. When they breach, that's their way of communicating with nearby whales. That's why they do that. So again, the word communication. And then you got your email, a form or, a format, okay, to communicate with someone. And then you also got your, letter, a message, right? So there's something about communication. I'm hearing maybe there is a challenge around that. There's an obstacle around communication. Either it's actually miscommunication for others of you, or you actually got blocked off by this person, or you blocked this person out, or there's no communication between you both. That's actually what I'm getting, the possible scenarios, okay? But there's really something about communication. I'm also hearing, okay, like somebody is actually afraid to initiate the conversation, okay? Somebody's afraid to also speak up until maybe if you are actually dealing with toxic people, do it in a legal and appropriate way. That's my tip for you guys, okay? If you feel that this is really affecting your work big time, if you have ethics hotline or things like that, HR, you can also, but you have to go with hierarchy, right? Either you tell your manager about it first, you just don't go to HR, but if there's an ethics hotline or whatever, because that's actually what I also did back then, but you can actually do it via either talking to your supervisor or manager about it, okay? Follow the hierarchy and all that, but just call the attention of someone of authority, okay? Because if they're actually really doing something nasty, but make sure you have evidence, okay? You can't just, base it off of, I heard this, person saying rumors, but you don't really have a concrete evidence. You've got to be smart. Always remember that, okay? So that's my tip for you guys. Make sure that everything is documented as well, especially if you're dealing with toxic, workmates who are actually creating some issue. And that's my tip. Make sure everything is documented because they can use it against you. Be mindful of what you're saying on email as well, okay? And then another message, gosh, a lot of message for group number 3. Another message I'm hearing here, because there's a lot of communication cards. I feel that maybe for some of you, if it's a third party, that's your challenge. Maybe this person blocked you off. You never heard from this person anymore. Because I'm hearing they got caught, okay? Or they're just actually very much afraid. Either they got caught by their spouse. That's what I'm hearing. Maybe you guys are communicating via email. And for some reason, their wife, that's what I'm hearing right now, dug into their, text messages or email, and they actually saw your message. So be mindful about that, okay? Or that's actually a validation for some of you why this person blocked you, okay? And you're probably wondering why. Why is this person not communicating with me anymore? Well, guess what? They got caught, okay? That's actually what I'm getting. And then for others of you, I'm actually... Hold on. Sorry about that. See, somebody's trying to call me up. There's really something about, communication for group number 3. Anyway, going back to what I was saying. All right, where was I? Yeah, I was talking about, where was I? Yeah, like, maybe, they got caught by their spouse or something like that. So just be mindful. So I'm getting different scenarios, different messages here. But here's the thing. For others of you, I'm actually getting, if you're not hearing any, message from this person, I feel somebody's going to reach out. Remember you got that earlier? Somebody's going to reach out. They're probably kind of like prepping. They're strategizing on how to actually, contact you, or what is it that they need to say to you, okay? So that's for some of you. But if you're actually the divine masculine, this is what I'm hearing from spirit. If you're actually the guy in the connection, they're actually saying you have communication issues, okay? And that's something that you need to work on. Either the reason why you're actually like that, either you're super shy, you're afraid of rejection is what I'm hearing, or you're fearful that maybe this person's going to block you off. Again, I'm getting that message for all three groups. Whoever this is that I'm channeling, you probably watch all three groups. Thank you for watching all three groups, by the way. I appreciate that. But yeah, again, that's the message for you. I'm hearing it's actually rooted from your own fear. You're afraid that if you take the first step, if you try to talk, this person's going to ignore you. And again, that's your fear, okay? Number two that I'm hearing from spirit, especially if you're a guy, okay, that you're either super shy, or you don't have enough confidence, or you're afraid of rejection. Okay, that's also what I'm getting. But here's the message for you. They're actually saying, okay, be open and honest with your feelings. It's okay to not actually, think about the worst things anymore. All right, be bold. That's their message for you. Be bold and make the first move. Especially if you're the guy watching this, okay? Be bold and make the first move. This is not for the divine feminine or the ladies watching. This is for the guy. That's the message I have for this one. I don't know. I'm really channeling this guy earlier, but that's the message for you. Spirit is actually saying be the first one to initiate the communication. Maybe this person is just waiting for you to reach out, and you're probably thinking about the worst things, like, oh, maybe this person's not going to talk to me anymore, or maybe this person is going to reject me. Spirit is actually saying you're actually thinking about the worst things, and it's only your fear that's limiting you. Again, that's the message that kept on, coming through for someone out there. But for some of you, I'm getting here that somebody's going to finally reach out. Either somebody's going to apologize. Maybe one of your friends is going to apologize as well if they did something that is inappropriate, and they're realizing, okay, that was so wrong of me. Maybe you'll get a message from that person, or you'll be the one to do that. If it's you who felt as if that, yeah, you actually made a mistake, or that you also needed to apologize to this person, be bold and make the first move. Again, be confident. There's something about confidence or self-esteem here. All right? Gosh, a lot of message for this spread alone. I'm drained already. Jesus. Okay, anyway, let's see here. What else? A stubborn, aggressive person. Some of you might be dealing with an Aries, or you're an Aries. Heartache over what you no longer have. You got Torch. You have January. Oh, wow. So, yeah, what I'm actually seeing here, group number 3. Let's start off with love, okay? I'm actually getting part of your obstacle or challenge. You lost someone that you really, are in love with, or this person is separated from you. That's actually what I'm getting. And I feel that there's a lot of strong passion and emotion between you and this person. I'm also getting that there's that passionate love or hate, okay? You might be a fire sign because you got fire. So somebody's an Aries, or maybe Leo's. We got Leo earlier, right? So yeah, fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag. For some of you, I'm picking up as well. I'm hearing Capricorn, and I'm also picking up as well Aquarius, okay? And I'm also getting here that this heartbreak, this separation is actually teaching you both, okay, a spiritual lesson. And this is something that I always say for everything that's happening in our life, every event, every situation, every individual that comes and goes in our life, you've got to pay attention to what is it teaching you, okay? You've got to kind of like ask yourself, okay, what is this, situation teaching me? What is this person, teaching me? Because remember, we are all teachers and pupils, okay? We teach others something, and we also learn something from someone, okay? That's part of life, We are actually, being called not to just put our focus on the ugly situation, but you've got to rise above it and see from a higher point of view, all right, what am I learning from this, okay? Is it teaching you something about maybe around honesty? Because we got that earlier, around fear, around balance, things like that, or whatever, okay? But I'm also getting here for some of you, I'm picking up like there was an issue with deception, really. Because we got that earlier. Even with the Ten of Swords, like betrayal, or somebody said something that is, untrue. Or somebody's lying. You know why I said that? Look at this. What do you see? It's kind of like Pinocchio. I don't know. I'm getting that. Yeah. So I'm getting like somebody. I'm also hearing kind of like a Peter Pan syndrome. Why am I hearing that? Hold on. Peter Pan. So maybe this person is childish. Okay. And very stubborn. Some of you are probably also dealing with that kind of a person who's displaying those behavior. Very childish, very stubborn, self-absorbed, aggressive, and maybe this person's also a liar, because I'm getting that with that Pinocchio, but I actually heard Peter Pan. Well, Peter Pan's kind of like, you're like a kid, like you're forever like a kid. I don't know. But yeah, maybe for some of you, you're probably nodding your head and you're saying, yep, I know who that is. Okay. So yeah, I'm actually getting for some of you, if it's all about love and romance, like what I said, for some of you, there's going to be a new beginning when it comes to love. Okay. Peace and harmony will soon be restored. You got the fan over here, romance celebration party. So I'm just really getting here for some of you, there is a chance for the both of you to renew the connection. Okay. That's actually what I'm getting. For those of you who are single and you were heartbroken before, Spirit is actually saying, learn from the past. Okay? Learn from the past. Use that. Carry those lessons with you that you can apply going forward. Okay? As you actually are now ready maybe to, open yourself to love again. That's actually what I'm getting. But yeah, I'm seeing romance for some of you who are single. Okay? All right, and there's something about the month of January, okay? So either this issue actually started the month of January, or you guys broke up last January, or who knows, maybe next January something's going to happen. All right, so let's actually pull up this deck. Let me just shuffle it. Oh my God, you have your forgiveness. Okay. So let's go to page 11. It says here, letting go of the past, closing doors, sorrow, heartache, or unresolved issues. Well, yeah, because you got earlier the heartache. What is that card? Let me go back there. It's actually the Spear card, if I'm not mistaken. Let me go back to your cards. Yep. It's the Spear card. It says here, heartache over what you no longer have. Okay. So again, let me read this. Letting go of the past, closing doors, sorrow, heartache, or unresolved issues. You could be feeling stuck. That's what Spirit's saying. You could be feeling stuck, anxious, or perhaps even frustrated. You may be experiencing some unresolved issues, which could see sleepless nights and tempers tested. The emotional baggage you're holding on to could be making you sick, and this has to be sorted out now. It is time for forgiveness. Wow. So, especially if you're dealing with some conflicts around friendship too, okay? If you're dealing with, toxic people, regardless whether it's friends, a lover, or it's actually a coworker, you're still being asked to forgive, okay? Now, forgiveness, again, does not mean you tolerate their behavior, their abusive behavior, their unhealthy behavior, but you don't allow yourself to be holding on to the past. You don't allow yourself to be a prisoner of the past. Let it go, okay? Let go of the hurt. Let go of the resentment. Forgive yourself as well. Some of you are holding on to some guilt, okay? Some of you, maybe you actually wanted, peace in this connection, but I feel that some of you are holding back communication. If you feel that you need to communicate to this person, do that, because you have a lot of communication cards earlier. Somebody's being asked to be bold and make the first move to communicate, okay? Anyway, it says here, you are stuck and need to let go of the negative energy that has been absorbed and built up over time. If you do not embrace forgiveness and let go of your hurt or resentment, you may manifest poor health, endure sleepless nights, and overall experience a lower quality of life. Now, this is all about career or finances. Someone from the past may have taken something of value from you or abused your trust in some way. This has caused emotional turmoil, which you have not dealt with. Equally, you may have just experienced a loss of someone dear to you, or you lost a job that you valued. In any of these situations, this symbol is reminding you that you cannot live in the past and must let go of that which is paining you, however hard that may be. By doing so, all aspects of your life, including finances and career, will improve. Now, this is all about relationships. Someone may have left you or hurt you deeply. You're still suffering the emotional effects of this betrayal. Oh my God. What did I tell you earlier? Man, go back at the beginning of the reading. I said that earlier because I heard it from Spirit. Remember I said something about betrayal, like somebody felt betrayed. Either you trust this person so much, whether that's a lover, whether that's actually a friend or a close person in your group or coworker, and you weren't expecting this person to do something like that, and you felt betrayed by this person. Maybe this person said something that is actually untrue, because again, you saw that Pinocchio, right? A liar. Anyway, gosh, I can't believe this. It says here, you're still suffering the emotional effects of this betrayal, but now is the time to move on. So again, forgiveness means moving on from the hurt, or do not allow yourself to become a prisoner of the past, okay? Release it. Wow. That is really crazy. I love the synchronicity of this entire reading, honestly. But anyway, let me actually pull up some random messages or advice from Spirit. Let's see. Any advice for group number 3, Spirit, or any message? You have Ace of Gabriel. So let's read that first. Ace of Gabriel is Ace of Wands. So that's talking about a new beginning. That's also talking about creativity and passion, okay? So it says here, a gift of passion, opportunity, and inspiration. The chance to do something amazing. So maybe, you guys, there's going to be a new beginning that would actually charge you up again, inspire you again, all right? Or fire you up again. A lot of fire energies for group number 3, okay? So yeah. I'm also getting here that something will happen. So do not give up. If you're actually losing hope about your situation or you're feeling demotivated, I feel that will soon be a thing of the past. But you've got to help yourself. You've got to let go of the hurt. You've got to let go of the resentment. You shouldn't allow yourself to be always dwelling in the past, okay? That's also the message for you. Some of you are being asked to be confident because you guys are very, very creative people. You're very talented. Okay, so let me actually pull up another card for you. Let's try this one. Any other message for group number 3? Two of action. So it says here, trust in your ability to make excellent choices. There's opportunity all around you if you just continue to move forward. Exactly. It may be time to take on a new partner who can help you to be a success in your career or creative endeavors. Keep your eyes on the big picture rather than the details of the moment. So two of action is two of wands. Again, a lot of fire energies. Aries, Leo, Sag. You may be an Aries, you may be a Leo or a Sag, okay? Or that's just the energy. But again, trust in your ability to make excellent choices, because two of wands is talking about making a choice, okay? You're being asked to do that, okay? And to plan things ahead as well. Yep, so that's a message for some of you. Let's actually grab another one. Yeah, because you guys are stressed out, okay? Earlier, we just read that when we actually pulled up the forgiveness card. So some of you are actually even having some sleepless nights because of the stress. Spirit is actually saying, all right, you've got to help yourself. Release all of these negative emotions, okay? If you truly wanted to clear, because I'm hearing right now from Spirit, you wanted to talk to someone, okay? If you feel that is actually going to make you feel lighter, all right, or you just really wanted, to clear things up, to clear up some communication issues, okay, feel free to do that, because somebody's being asked to make the first move, to initiate conversation, okay? But somebody's either kind of like not wanting to do that, and it's mostly for the viewer. Either it's because of pride or ego, or it's also because of your fear, okay? But if you feel that you also needed to apologize to this person, for some of you, that's what I'm hearing right now, then do that, okay? For others of you, because I'm hearing someone watching group number 3 is also guilty. Like, you're guilty about something. That somehow you know that you also made a mistake. And it's okay. We all make, mistakes. We're human. But you know what? Okay, let me just share this right now, because I'm hearing that message. Honestly, I look at vulnerability as something not really of a bad thing. Some people, they look at vulnerability as something like, oh, you're so emotional. Oh, you're so vulnerable. Especially if you're a guy. Guys, they don't want to be vulnerable. But did you know that vulnerability is a sign of authenticity? That means you're authentic. It takes courage, guys, to be vulnerable. All right? Always remember that. Remember, it's not about who's right or who's wrong. Especially when it comes to love. What matters is that you're speaking your truth. Okay? And I find people who has the courage to speak up to me if they have issues, like, you know what? I feel like I needed to tell you this. I would appreciate that person even more. Instead of, I'm going to figure out what this person's thinking or feeling. It's like, yeah, I'm not really a mind reader. If you think like, oh, maybe because this person's a tarot reader. I'm not a mind reader. And it's actually really nice to get that from that person, for that person to speak up. So, yeah. So I'm actually getting like some of you needed to hear that, because I'm hearing from Spirit, some of you are holding on to some guilt, and you've got to release that. It's not to say that what you did, maybe you did something inappropriate, that it's okay, but you've got to let it go. The past is the past. Use your past as something to actually make you feel more empowered, or you will learn from that past mistake, okay? Do not look at it as something that's going to hinder you. And so I'm actually getting, if you're holding on to some guilt, and if you feel that you needed to get that out of your chest, or if you feel that you can still talk to this person, but you're just afraid to do that, it's only your fear that's limiting you. If you want to talk to that person, feel free to do that. Because be bold and make the first move, okay? Somebody's being asked to do that. And you got a lot of communication, okay? Maybe you need to plan things ahead if you feel like you needed to strategize, then do so. But, some of you are being asked to make the first move, to initiate conversation, okay? Because you're still holding on to these hurt. You're still holding on to some, unresolved issues is what I'm hearing from Spirit. Anyway, because of, all of these negative emotions, the sleepless nights is affecting your entire or overall well-being is what I'm hearing right now from Spirit. So you're being asked to ground yourself, okay? It says here, being distracted, unfocused, tired, irritated, and impatient are all signs that you're ungrounded. Now is the time to become centered and allow Spirit to help you ground yourself and reconnect with the divine source. And again, you got your dubs. Be free, okay? Peace. That's also what I'm getting. I forgot who that was. That YouTuber is saying peace. I forgot his name. Oh my God. I love that guy. I love that guy. Yeah. Say it on the comment section down below. Like, peace. I forgot. That's actually a YouTuber, a motivational speaker, I believe. I love watching his videos. I just, it was years ago when I watched his, videos. But anyway, yeah. He has that very beautiful energy, by the way. Okay, so what else are we going to pull up here? Yeah, let's try this one. Any other message for group number 3? Ooh, a lot of cards. Hold on. Well, you got 2 cards, okay? Let's see here. Opportunity, invitation. Oh my God, opportunity and invitation. Ooh, I'm excited. Okay, let's see here. It says here, wondrous possibilities and opportunities await you. Stop dwelling on past mistakes. What the freak? I just said that. Like, oh my God. Remember, I just said that. Go back to what I said minutes ago. Like, use your past as something to empower you. Like, you can't just dwell on past mistakes, because I'm hearing like somebody made a mistake and you're holding on to some guilt, okay? All right. Oh boy, the synchronicity of this entire reading is freaking fab. Anyway, stop dwelling on past mistakes. Surrender the past lovingly. There's nothing to regret. All is always in perfect and divine order. Everything that you've ever experienced has helped you in some way. The past is behind you. The path ahead is clear. Move forward joyfully and fulfill your heart's desire. And that's an opportunity, Universe is showing you, that there's another door out there. That's why it says here, you have the ability to make excellent choices. Would you allow yourself to stay in the past, or would you want to move past that and just have this new beginning, okay? That's actually what I'm getting. Or the past is definitely behind you. Let it go, all right? But I'm getting here that you are going to learn from that experience. Use that experience as something that would help you to become wiser, okay? Especially if you're holding on to some regret that you did, because I heard that earlier, okay? So that's why you got that card. Stop dwelling on past mistakes. Anyway, invitation. It says here, we, our guardian angels, ask you to invite us into your heart. Talk to us at any time. Share with us your fears and concerns, as well as your joys and pleasures. There's no need to be formal. Yep, that's so true. For we have known you before the dawn of time. In fact, we know you better than you know yourself, and we love you just as you are. Yep. Actually, when I call upon angels or archangels, guys, I just wanted to share it to you. I don't really have a special prayer, but you can do that. There are some prayers that you can invoke angels and archangels, but the way I do it, I just really just talk to them, being myself. Not really formal, but with respect, of course, okay? But yeah, maybe this is an invitation for you to talk to your angels, ask for some guidance from your angels, ask Archangel Michael as well to release the fear that you guys have, because you keep on getting the word fear as well for group number 3. And there's a lot of negative energies here as well, I noticed for you guys, so I want to give you guys as well, a big virtual hug, all right? But you have to ground yourself, okay? You've got to raise your vibration, rise above it. I tell you, I've dealt with a lot of negative situations in my life. If I tell you everything that has happened to my life, no kidding, you would begin to understand why is it that I'm actually sharing all of this information to you. And why am I actually really keen on empowering people? Even on my community page, like I always wanted to share, I always wanted to motivate people because I know how it felt to be in the darkest pit. I've dealt with a lot of hardships in my life, guys. I'm just a human being just like you. There are times I feel like giving up. There are times that I'm just going to cry. But you know what? I've learned if you keep on dwelling on that negative emotion, it's not going to solve the problem. It's not going to solve the problem. It is okay to feel the emotion, but eventually you need to release it and you need to move forward. Okay? It's for your own inner peace. All right. So anyway, let me just pull up some Oracle stones for you guys as a bonus because, oh my God, almost 3 hours again. I can't believe this. Well, the way I do the reading, I really don't pay attention to the time. I allow Spirit to talk. But anyway, let's see here. Any other message for group number 3? Or, yeah, here are your Oracle stones. You got your freedom. Yep. Free. Free yourself. Freedom. George Michael. Okay. Anyway. Inspire. Okay. You have here create. So guys, you guys are very creative people, you know. I'm also getting here with the freedom, inspire, create. Free yourself. Maybe some of you are being, you know, called to, yeah, go towards your dreams, you know. You have the recipe for success, but you've got to be confident. Release any fear that you may have around it, okay? And you have the ability or the gift to inspire people too. Group number 3, okay? You are a powerful manifester as well, okay? Release yourself or free yourself from anything that's holding you back. It's kind of like, you know, the quote that I really love, you know, sometimes you've got to kind of like drop or release anything that's weighing you down, okay? So, yeah, you have here, are you freaking kidding me? Honesty. Whoa! You got that earlier. The synchronicity, I just so freaking love this. That's why I so love shuffling in front of the camera, okay? Because I want to get excited as you are, okay? Or the both of us, the viewer and I, will get excited like, oh my gosh, because you don't know what's going to come up, right? But that's the beauty of shuffling live in front of the camera. But yeah, look at that. That synchronicity, honesty. So maybe some of you are being called to be honest. If this is, because these are for you, okay? But yeah, you can still flip it. Maybe somebody in your life or which caused a lot of conflict, somebody's not being very honest, okay? But for some of you, maybe you need to be honest with yourself as well, okay? That's also what I'm getting. And then you got your purpose. I feel that the entire situation that you're going through right now, there's always a purpose to it. Okay, that's exactly what I always say. Every situation, event, people that comes and go, you know, in our life, there's always a lesson. There's a purpose as to why this situation is happening. You just got to pay attention. You just have to see it from a higher point of view, not just the ugly part of a situation, right? It's all about perspective, guys. It's all about perspective. You've got to also see the other side, not just the negative side of a situation like, oh, this person betrayed me. Of course it's ugly. It's not to say they have to laugh about it, that somebody betrayed you, okay? But look at the other side of it. Like, look at things from a higher point of view or a different perspective. Okay, shit has hit the fan. Sorry for saying that, but I just heard it right now. But what can I do about it? What am I learning from this, you know? You've got to also see different angles and sides, not just the ugly side of a situation. But yeah, everything has a purpose, has a reason, okay? Maybe this is allowing you to free yourself from anything that's weighing you down, okay? It's allowing you to be honest. Maybe now you know, okay? Now you know what is good for you, what is not good for you. Again, you have the ability to inspire as well people, and you have the ability to create something new, something wonderful. Again, you have the Ace of Wands, passion, creation, right? So anyway, that's it. Such a freaking long reading, but I totally enjoyed it. I really wanted to do this kind of a reading because I noticed that the energies are really heavy. I'll be very honest with that. I also went through a lot of, roller coaster moments recently, okay? And that's why I wanted to share this to you guys, because I know as well that it's not just me, but I also have a lot of clients, they're also going through the same, thing, which is maybe a collective thing. That's also what I'm getting. And I'm also noticing that a lot of people are really struggling, especially because of the pandemic, right? Wars all over the world, or maybe the biological warfare that's going on, or some wars in some countries. And then we also have Asian hate crimes and all that, okay? So everything is really heavy, but, guys, you've got to raise your vibration, okay? You've got to. Do not allow yourself to get wrapped up in the everyday drama of life, okay? You've got to be better than that. You've got to raise your vibration. Be positive, okay? Be positive. It's not to say that you have to be kind of like just ignoring your problem. Nope. But make sure you don't become the emotion. And do not dwell on that negative emotion for way too freaking long, because I tell you, that's going to affect not only your emotional, spiritual, physical health, but also your mental health, right? So anyway, there you go. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I'll see you again on the next Pick a Card. Love and light. Bye-bye, guys.